It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Beast, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stats. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Okay, hello and welcome to the Monday KVJ Show. It is a little bit chilly outside today. Probably going to be our last cold snap, I'd imagine, of this year, though, considering the time on the calendar. But it's a little bit cooler out there today. Definitely not iguana-friendly weather. So it's a little bit chilly. Had to put that coat back on, so I get to go do it. But it's not nearly as bad as what it was when we had that frigid temperature swing that went down. It's 48 outside.
Okay.
I'm calling it right now. We will have another cold snap after this one.
Okay.
You heard it here first.
Are you calling it, or did your ankle say that?
It's really my ankles, my bones.
Bones feel one more.
He has a weather predicting ankle, and this thing is never wrong.
Okay, never wrong, huh?
Never.
Has anybody been charting that?
10 out of 10 times. He's
Wow.
right.
That's how we bill it. You know how radio stations always say, we have the number one hits, but every station says that.
Yeah.
We have the number one ankle.
We never get it wrong.
Ever.
Yeah, so 48 outside is going to be chilly for the next couple of days.
I like it.
Yeah.
Ooh, after that sunny day we had on Saturday, I was outside all day working at Turtle Fest.
Right.
Oh, your girl had major butt sweat.
You did. Okay.
Oh,
it was
my
warm.
gosh. It was bad.
Yeah, it was definitely warm. Yeah, there was a lot of stuff going on. It was opening day for spring training as well.
Nice.
Yes, I was out there. I don't know what it is. It seems like the first day for spring training is always pretty hot.
Very sweaty. I was just pounding beers trying to stay cool.
Oh, okay. That's why you're pounding beers.
Sometimes I can backfire on you.
It's about hydration and cooling the body down.
Right.
I need ice cold beer.
I see. Well, that's a good plan.
Was spring training fun?
Yeah, it was. It was nice. Got out there to Roger Dean Stadium and got to see the new improvements that they have made to the stadium. And the biggest improvement, without a doubt, is they used to have those metal bleachers out in left field down the third baseline. And I remember a couple years ago, the Queen and I went and we got our tickets there and we were just cooking. I couldn't make it 2 innings. It was the first day spring training, same thing. I was like, it's too hot. Like I was just baking. And now, honestly, that is the place to be. What they have done out there, they've put a 2-level bleacher out there. Both of them are covered. They have the big old fans up underneath.
Ooh.
Both sections have a massive bar at each level. The upper level, I believe, is all private, and so that they're doing for special groups. But I was able to check out, and we might be this Saturday on the lower level.
Oh.
And I was saying, that's the most desirable. If you had a bunch of people together, and look, a lot of times in the thing I realized at the baseball game, I probably watched 2 pitches. You're just sitting there talking to people and kind of hanging out and having conversation. That's a lot of what a baseball game is.
Atmosphere.
Yes, exactly. And so I think it's going to be great for us going out there this Saturday. We're going to be there. KVJ's throwing out the first pitch for the game. And we got more 4-packs we're going to be giving away this week as well.
Nice.
Yeah, so it was really cool. So that was the big adjustment I saw. The team store also has been redone. And it looks a lot nicer.
Okay.
Yeah, where they put this one. So I posted up a video. It's on KVJ socials on Instagram, whatnot. You can go and see it right there.
My panda will be so excited. My husband loves a team store.
Okay.
Yeah, he does.
Every time we go to an arena, every time we go to anything, he wants to go to the team store.
He does not shy away from a jersey.
No, or a hat, or a sweatshirt.
Yeah.
Or this man he counted his sports hats. How many hats do you think Panda has?
I would say 110.
More.
Okay.
Really?
Yep.
Where does he put them at?
Oh, they're freaking everywhere.
Yeah.
110?
More than 110. When he counted, it was like 178.
Wow.
They're in his closet. They're on his dresser. They're on shelves. They're on the desk. They're on everything.
It'd take a little bit of time, but it would be cool if he tried on every single hat did that speed up edit thing where it just shows him wearing every single hat.
Or if he put them all on at once, how tall would he be?
Look, I don't want to tell you how to do your content. Whatever you guys think is fun, I say go for it.
Yeah, so they've got that. They've got an impressive wall of hats. So anybody who wants any kind of hat, they got it.
I will tell my husband.
Yeah, and I even saw, too, they even had the frozen iguanas. You could get the shirt and hat there, too. That's the little alter ego that the Palm Beach Cardinals are going to do 12 games during their regular season for minor league.
Okay.
Smart. Yeah. I like it.
Yeah, I think so as well. So we'll see how it goes. But, yeah, it was a really fun weekend with all that kind of stuff going on. I saw, too, that Denny's got his son Lochlan out to Lion Country Safari.
Aww.
They were checking that out. Looked like a good time. And I think it's something where you got to kind of get out to Lion Country Safari because I am not sure how much longer we're going to have that place.
There are lots of internet rumors that the big corporation and the big dude that bought it Larry Ellison's going to turn it into a data center.
The rumor is, it's just a rumor. I heard he's going to let the Lions go free, just out into the public.
That's right. When he closes it down.
Okay, be free, Lions.
How horrifying would that be? I don't know how many lions they got there.
I respect the catch and release.
You think they got over 12 lions there?
I think they do.
Okay.
Yeah, they got a lot of lions.
I saw they have the hippopotamus.
Oh, they got everything. They got hippos. They've got all kinds of zebras.
Yeah.
The hippo, I know, can turn on you. Can the zebra turn on you?
The zebras are douchebags.
Are they?
Yeah, zebras are mean.
They are mean.
Yes, they are mean.
I mean, they're in prison clothes.
They're already locked up.
So what do you think? I mean,
They're in old-timey prison clothes.
One of them has a teardrop tattoo under his eye.
tells you all you need to know about them dang things.
But I feel like giraffes, very cool as a cucumber.
Giraffes are happy you're there. They are so, they love that lettuce.
Oh, yeah.
You feed them that lettuce and they're just so happy.
Yeah, they do. Yeah, they do. So, yeah, with all that, luckily our temperatures are a little bit warmer at 48. So even though you can go and get the frozen iguana stuff, I don't think we're going to see any. I think it's like 45 and under. But I'm telling you, I'm still seeing dead iguanas all over the place.
Ugh.
Saw one on Saturday.
You did?
Yeah, I did. It was just kind of sitting there. I was like, how long's it been? It's been a couple weeks, right?
It's been almost a month.
Yeah. So that thing's been chilling there for a couple of weeks. And I guess we never thought about that. Who's to go around and pick up the dead iguanas when we get a big old cold snap? It's really the first time it's happened.
Wonder what that pays.
I think we got to just do it as people. Like, if we see one, we got to throw one away. But don't touch it with your bare hands. And don't let your dog near it.
Absolutely.
People's pets are going near these dead iguanas, and they're, like, biting them, and they're getting diseases from it.
They say it takes a village.
Yeah, I mean, if you see a dead iguana, the right thing to do is throw it in a trash can somewhere.
Yeah. I'm going to be looking on the other side of the village. I'm not picking up any iguanas.
Yeah, there are other places, too, especially inland, that might be a little bit cooler. So who knows? You still might have iguanas dropping out of the trees today.
I have noticed the birth of the red-headed iguana. It's red and
it's got a wig?
It's got like a red head and then it's black with stripes on it, but it looks like an iguana, but a completely different color scheme. You know what I'm talking about?
Yes, I have seen those. There's like a bright orange.
Yeah, but I feel like they're newer.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, not traditional.
Okay.
Where do they come from?
I don't know.
I don't know. It's changing. It's a crazy world out there. Well, it was a lovely little weekend in South Florida. It really couldn't have been any better. It was nice. It really wasn't humidity. It was good temperature-wise. Lots of sunshine. There was so many things that were going on as well. The Lake Worth Street Painting Festival went down. A great weekend. They always have amazing weather for that thing, too. They just get lucky, I guess it is. Also, the South Beach Wine and Food Festival went on. Looked like there's a lot of fun there.
Yeah, that did look fun.
A lot of celebrities popping around.
Your girl, Sofia Vergara, was there.
Saw that, yeah.
Very understated with her outfit.
Okay, yeah, she just had a T-shirt on, some jeans.
T-shirt and jeans, just chilling.
She's that kind of girl. She can do it all. She can get all gussied up, or she can just, go casual.
Anybody get too turnt, like Shia LaBeouf, and try to fight everybody?
No, I think it was pretty calm from what I saw.
Okay.
Nothing too crazy. It was all good. Yeah, I saw Sofia Vergara also was posting up some photos. She was laying poolside in Miami, getting a tan.
Nice.
So still rocking that bod. What, 53 now, I think she is?
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So she's enjoying herself in Miami over the weekend. A couple other celebrities showed up. I saw that DJ Khaled, he always goes out there, and they always have to take him right up to the stage because he wears those nice sneakers, and he can't get those in the sand.
And he's got to do a lot of work. He's got to say, "We the best," hit a button, and then walk out.
Yeah, you know what? I was kind of wondering that, too, because, he's the DJ Khaled, but now he's got a DJ. So he doesn't hit any buttons. I saw him. They just gave him a microphone. Now he goes to the front of the stage, and he's got another DJ that is firing all of his songs. It's an interesting thing that they do because he doesn't really do any of the song. He doesn't play any of the instrumentation on it. It just, it's kind of like you're the hype guy in between the little bars that go on. You tell the people when to put their hands up and when to yell.
Instead of DJ Khaled, I'm going to do DJ Ballad and have Denny's be one of my hype guys. What do you think? Nothing but slow songs. Denny's on the hype.
DJ Ballad.
Yeah.
He puts the room to sleep.
We the sleepiest.
Everybody wears their pajamas to the club.
I don't hate it.
I don't hate it either. That's a kind of funny idea.
I saw Ja Rule was out there as well on stage. He was one of the performers.
Love me some Ja Rule. That voice.
Yeah.
Ja Rule's voice moves me.
Okay. Yeah, he was still doing some of his big hits, which are now like over 20 years old. I saw Guy Fieri was out there as well. He was with DJ Khaled sampling some meat. So you had a bunch of celebrities there.
You're right. Some of these artists are about 20 plus years old, and you go, how did this happen?
Right. I know. Yeah, time just flies on by. So a lot of good stuff going on in South Florida over the weekend. Don't know if you got to see the hockey game yesterday. It was pretty early. That was kind of the issue. I think it was like 8 a.m., so I was sitting there at church. I'm like, oh, my gosh, I forgot to record the game. So I had to pop on and do it there. Luckily, I had my little Xfinity app and got it when I got home. But I missed a lot of the first period even by setting it. And it was early in the morning, so I didn't realize it was on at 8 a.m.
It started at 8. My Panda was up and ready and sitting there watching it, enjoying the first period. And I came into the room, and I'm like, you're bringing Rocco to church, right? And he looked at me like,
yeah.
Because church starts at 9:30, and the game was very much still going to be going on.
Yeah, no doubt. Yeah, I mean, there was a lot more to it. It was a fantastic game, honestly. I was watching. I'm like, going, hockey is really amazing. Now, I did hear the announcers, and they were saying, look, this, even for hockey,
this is balls to the wall.
Yeah, because you had the U.S. versus Canada. There was a lot riding on it, pride, and, you just had NHL players out there that were just gunning it and going their hardest. And that's what the announcers were saying, I don't know if I've ever seen hockey this fast. Like, they're just flying around that ice. And that was the first period.
And the hits were intense. Panda was like, oh, my gosh. Oh. All I heard was noises.
It was just highlights after highlights. The goalie for the U.S. was unbelievable. I don't know how he stopped about 8 of those goals.
Wow.
I mean, you're talking about the best in the world coming at him with it was him and the net. It was one-on-one, and he stood up there, and he was knocking away the pucks from the world's best. So it was pretty exciting to see. That is the men's first gold medal in 46 years, going all the way back to the Miracle on Ice when they beat the Russians back in the day. And it took overtime as well. So that made it pretty exciting, too. You had that kind of like that last-second shootout goal that they wound up getting. So, I mean, it was pretty cool. I don't know how you could have a more exciting hockey match than what happened yesterday.
My husband sat in the last pew in church, and they were kind of watching it on his phone during Mass.
Oh, okay. All right.
He said some of the ushers were coming by and checking in.
Yeah.
How's it going? What's the score?
How's it going?
Middle of the sermon, score!
Yeah. Another place that was crazy, I don't know if anybody went out to watch the game, but the Elbow Room right there where the Florida Panthers love to go, kind of our now new unofficial official hockey bar that we got in South Florida. Place was packed in the morning. Can you imagine 8 a.m.? It's just fun. You're right there on the beach, and USA gets their first win, a gold medal in 46 years. I mean, that's what it sounded like inside the elbow room. People were spraying beer up in the air. I mean, you were walking out of there drenched in booze.
People were definitely drinking at 8 a.m.
Without a doubt. Yeah.
That's like us on USA.
I mean, that's the elbow room at, 10 a.m.
When
on a
Panda
Sunday.
took Rocco for the second Panthers Stanley Cup party there at the elbow room, he put goggles on him. So Rocco had his swimmer's goggles so he wouldn't get beer in his eyes.
The only time we've ever drank that early is for one of our St. Patty's Day events.
I'm in.
I'm in too.
St. Patty's is right around the corner.
I'll be so ready for St. Patty's Day, Kev.
Breakfast beer sounds nice.
Yeah.
Yeah, this is the first time that the men and women's hockey team have both won gold. So there were a lot of firsts that happened. It was really pretty cool, and a lot of things that just don't happen very often with this win yesterday. In fact, there were 7 Florida Panthers that came home for the Olympics with hardware.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive.
That's awesome.
Matthew Tkachuk, who you know, he won gold for the U.S. He's on the Panthers, and he's the first American to win a Stanley Cup and a gold medal in 45 years and only the second person to ever do it.
Wow.
It's pretty impressive. Winning silver for Canada, you had Sam Bennett, Brad Marchand, and Sam Reinhart, all Florida Panthers.
Crazy because those guys play against each other on the Olympic stage.
It was amazing just listening to the game. Like, there's a Panther, there's a Panther. They were all over the ice.
On opposite teams.
Yeah. It was kind of confusing if you didn't know who was playing for what. I'm like, okay, who's what? Where
I think Sam Bennett is the one that checked the kid that had like all of his front teeth knocked out and was bloody.
Oh, yeah, they got the winning goal.
Yes. Oh my gosh, what a moment. Panda said he was on the ice picking up his teeth.
Ooh. Okay.
Oh, that's intense.
Yeah. And then I think you had like maybe a couple other Panthers winning bronze with Finland. So,
okay.
Yeah, so you had it all over the place. So it was a big day of celebration. The FBI director was out there chugging beers with Team USA in the locker room afterwards. Kash Patel. Just all kinds of partying. They didn't even get out of the press conference. They were bringing them beers while they were sitting there. Like, how
Good
fun
for
is that?
them. That's so fun.
Yeah, it really was. President Trump called and invited them to come to the State of the Union address tomorrow night. So apparently he's getting a plane to go fetch them. So a lot of cool stuff went on there. And the U.S. overall, really good Olympics. This is the most gold medals that Team USA has ever won in the Winter Olympics. Got 12 gold, 33 overall. Kind of finished second to Norway. But, to have that many, 33 medals overall with 12 of them being gold and set those kind of records, a very successful Winter Olympics for the U.S. So a lot of cool stuff really happened there.
Norway had the most, though.
Yeah, they did. Italy was behind us.
We'll get them next year.
They had some good years.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, so fun little Olympics, lots of good stuff going on there. Team USA and lots of Panthers doing a great job as well. Kind of crazy how we get advanced technology, and now we're getting to a stage where we are rebuffing the advanced technology. They say that the popularity of the old iPod that people used to have for their music is seeing a resurgence, and it has to do, for the most part, with Gen Z wanting to listen to music without the bombardment that the smartphone with music creates. They say they want to kind of get away from the world that is overloading them with apps, alerts, and endless scrolling, and they just want to listen to their music. They want to do the basics. They want to be able to text, call, and they want to be able to get music. And it really is, to me, rebuffing. If there's anything that they're really pushing back on, it feels like it's a lot of the social media apps.
It's very smart because when you realize how much these smartphones have manipulated our brains and the way that we move through life and how dependent we've become on them, to take an active role in putting it down and not letting it control you and breaking the cycle, I think it's brilliant.
Yeah, in
good
fact,
for them.
I'd seen that where it is right now, 40% of Gen Zers wish social media had never been invented.
Amen.
It's almost half of them are just saying it's just terrible. I wish we didn't even have it. I wish it wasn't anything that was part of my childhood.
I would fall in that camp. I think social media is the devil.
Yeah, and I did see some people on Nextdoor over the weekend just saying, I thought this was supposed to be a community help app. And now all it is people that are fighting back and forth, and it's so negative.
It's pretty crazy because when I first got on Nextdoor, it was pretty much, hey guys, check out this one store. It's right down the street. It's great for whatever. Now it is political rants,
hate mongering,
stuff that has nothing to do with the neighborhood. My husband's the biggest jerk. He lives in Pennsylvania. Well, how does that have to do with anything?
Right, anything that's neighborhood related. It's just people that are pretty much on there venting. They say that Gen Z is doing something called friction maxing, which is where people intentionally choose slower, single-purpose tech and offline hobbies to fight digital burnout. They're feeling it.
It's brilliant.
Yeah.
It really, really is. You got to take back your brain. Mm-hmm. Take back what they have tried to do, which is manipulate your brain to create a dependency on this device.
Well, even if you read comments and it's got nothing to do with you, let's say you're just watching a regular video and you're reading the comments and it's nothing but a cesspool of people hating one another, mic drop, and it makes you think that's how everybody on the planet is. Not everyone's like that.
No.
Yeah. So they just want their music. And it's going to be an interesting challenge now for Apple, who just realized in 2022 nobody wanted an iPod, and now they're realizing, oh, wait, crap, people actually want an iPod. So
we have an iPod. A KVJ Nationer gave us an iPod with a bunch of all of our old bits on it, but every time we play one of those old bits, it gets us kicked off of YouTube because it's got the old copyright music in it.
Well, you would just have to go through every single bit, and if it's got music, nope, not playing.
Can't play that one.
Because
all of them have it, though.
All of them do.
Most of them, yeah. It's so sad because he was so sweet. He came and he gave it to us, and he's like, "This has got all of your old bits on it. You can play them on the radio."
Well, that was one of the most brilliant things Kevin was really awesome at doing, was being able to find a song on the fly to create the mood of that segment. And now they've taken that away from you.
Yeah, you can't do that, just the way the trademark law is.
All that music was copywritten.
Well, you'd always play Mission Impossible if we were doing something out in the hallway.
Yeah.
Can't do that.
It didn't ding you back in the day, but now in the current day, you cannot play that on YouTube. Trust us, it will get you kicked off.
Oh, if Kevin played Mission Impossible right now on YouTube, they'd give him the chair.
Just come in and tase him.
The smart thing is if you do have an old Nano or an iPod or anything like that, it might be something to, if you don't care to have it, go put that on a secondary site and see if somebody will buy it from you.
Yeah, people will buy old equipment. It's crazy what they will buy.
It's really honestly an interesting thing to look at, because any old tech that you have, because we have a box of it that is stuff my wife just always kind of kept it in a box because we didn't get a big value on a return or whatever. So she's like, she just plunked it there. And I was like, I might have to go through and see what's going on.
Do you have an old iPod?
Right.
I do. I have an old iPod. I have an old iPad that's never really even been used.
Wow.
Yeah. So who knows? It could be actually of some value where you could go and possibly sell that, and some Gen Z will snap it up for you.
And there's also just a weird person that likes buying old electronics, whether they work or not.
Rocco loves, my 10-year-old son loves old electronics.
Okay.
Loves it.
Yeah, he gets way into it.
Oh my gosh. When he discovered the VCR, he's like, what? Well, this is amazing. He had to have 2 of them.
What is his current passion right now? Does he have a passion project that he's really invested in? Because it seems like he goes from everything from garage door openers to Roombas to who knows what else.
So he got a 3D printer for Christmas.
Okay, yeah.
And he's been going off.
Okay, that's his thing. He's
been 3D printing all kinds of stuff.
Okay.
I get some ideas for him. I'll pay him.
Put in an order. He got a bulk shipment of filament
Oh, yeah.
So filament is what you use to make whatever you want to do. He can make you a little toys, action figures. He can make his mother a picture frame.
Oh, how lovely.
Out of gold filament.
Okay.
It's really kind of awesome.
Yeah.
It would be kind of cool if he could make some KVJ.
He can.
Figures.
He can make KVJ anything.
Oh, you don't think I want a Kevin Ralston doll?
Oh, my gosh. A Kevin bobblehead with hair.
Oh,
they
my
do
God.
bobblehead dolls on those things,
You
huh?
can do anything.
Okay.
I don't want mine to be bobble. I want an old school, like a Ken doll.
You want stiff neck, Kev?
I want stick.
Anatomically correct?
Yes.
Yeah.
Do you want the stress pockets in his shoulders and back, too?
Absolutely.
You don't want any movement in the neck because he's so stressed?
That's not muscle anymore. That's stress. I remember we had all kinds of like crazy things that we were always into, and it was so random that we would do. I remember one time our neighborhood was going to put on a play, and everybody was into putting on a play. I'm like, I look back and I'm like, well, that's so odd.
Oh, we did that all the time.
Yeah.
We would put plays on for my mom and her friend, and like halfway through, they'd stop paying attention. We'd be like, oh,
You
man.
can tell early on you're losing the crowd.
We could tell by the first line or two.
Pick it up, Pennington.
Yeah, we would be so heartbroken. We're like, back to the drawing board.
Yeah, so we're asking, what is your kid's obsession right now? You said that Rocco's is the 3D printing.
3D printing. He's also really into home surveillance. He's very into cameras and security systems. Yeah.
Okay.
He's a 40-year-old man.
Somebody else said, I have a 12-year-old boy that is really getting into heavy metal, and I couldn't be more proud. Raising them right.
That's cool.
Rock on.
When he told me, Dad, I can't get Master of Puppets out of my head, I almost cried. Master.
That's awesome.
Oh, man. That is fun. Yeah, other things going on here. Another text that we got said, my 9-year-old son goes through these hobbies, and about every 3 months, he gets totally obsessed with it. And right now, he's obsessed with yo-yos and learning new tricks. And he always wants to be on YouTube learning new tricks and practicing nonstop.
Okay,
I
that's
love
a
it.
great hobby.
Okay. It's not too bad.
Got to learn to walk the dog. That's one of the, or walk the dinosaur. I forget what it is, but
Walk the Dinosaur's a song.
it looks like you're walking something with the, you know what I'm talking
I
about.
do. I know what you're talking about.
Got to walk something. We got Sarah here. What is your son's current obsession, Sarah?
Good morning, guys. It's Sarah. How are ya?
Good. How you doing?
Good.
We're good. So recently, around Christmas time, we ended up building out west in the country, kind of on some property. And both of our kids have autism, and they're always into like super cool hobbies. But my son, he's kind of semi-nonverbal for 10 years old. He's getting much better, but he has this fascination with routes and maps and street signs. And when we moved out here, we realized he was kind of like really taking in all the signs, and he has gone online and created like his own Google Maps routes, and then he's hand drawn all the signs, and he placed them all around our house for the correct GPS map route from our house to their school. And it's incredible.
That is cool.
So
It's
cool.
so accurate. At least we know if he ever gets lost, he'll know where he's going, you know?
That's amazing.
Yeah. No, that's good. I love those kind of
Their
things.
brains are so magical.
Yeah.
They really are. The way that they can do technology and numbers and just, it's so impressive to me.
Yeah.
And I tell everyone all the time, like, autism is amazing. Their brains already come fully loaded with magic. We just have to kind of teach them some of the social norms, which is easy. We could do that. People aren't normal anyway.
Totally. What a good way of looking at it.
Yeah.
Oh, you're a great mom.
100%. Well, I'm going to let you guys, thank you. I'm going to let you guys go. Have the best Monday. Stay
Okay.
warm.
You too,
You
Sarah. Yeah.
too.
Good luck on that.
Oh.
Yeah, somebody said my 10-year-old daughter is obsessed with Broadway musicals and is going to be auditioning for a few professional theater companies. You know, that's the fun thing about that age is you do start to see sometimes their obsessions are what becomes their passion as adults. And that's why it is kind of exciting, because every now and then, a lot of times they drift and they're just trying to find their interests, but every now and then they lock in. I always hear that too, where somebody just excelled in their field. And they're like, when did you get into? Be like, I was 8 and I just was obsessed with playing the piano or magic or whatever the heck it was that they became such a success with. It's kind of cool to see how they just latch on to something like that.
Did you ever do anything fun or weird as a kid, or were you pretty straight-laced?
I was straight-laced. I mean, you could kind of see, though, from the obsessions and the stuff that you liked then. I liked history stuff, setting up battlefields and all that kind of stuff. And
yeah.
So, yeah.
I look back, I haven't changed much since I was 7.
Yeah.
I mean, I'm thinking back, I go, I haven't changed much.
Same dude. Yeah. Somebody else texted in and said, my 17-year-old is obsessed with welding. Bought himself a small welder from Harbor Freight to fix small engines.
Look, that could be a asset when you're older.
Absolutely.
Any little trick like that is, to me, an attribute.
Mm-hmm. No, absolutely. Not bad at all. Somebody else said my 14-year-old daughter is now learning how to crochet.
Oh, that's fun.
Big.
Yeah,
that's crocheting is back.
I can't do it because sometimes I get the shakes and it's just, I don't know, I don't crochet well.
Mm-hmm.
Not the hands of a surgeon.
I like watching people crochet though.
Yeah. A couple other things coming up here in just a couple of minutes is someone just texted in. They said, I was supposed to start dog sitting for a week today, but the owner canceled. They were going to be having a nice little trip to a town in Mexico called Puerto Vallarta.
Oh, drama in Mexico.
I was talking to one of the girls at Hair Club on Saturday, and she's like, I can't wait. I got a Mexican vacation coming up here in another week. I'm going to be gone. I'm like, are you now? It was kind of a chaotic, crazy day yesterday as these alerts were coming across, and I was taking a look at what was happening with the news. One of our KVJ Nationers said, I was supposed to start dog sitting for a week today, but the owner canceled. They were headed to Puerto Vallarta, Mexico. And your worst nightmare started there yesterday when authorities killed a drug lord, and the cartel just turned on the town and started bombing everything or catching everything on fire. I saw a lot of the clips, and it was really kind of crazy. Just see, you had a lot of guys that were maybe on dirt bikes or something like that. One I saw was at a gas station, and they came out and they pointed guns to everybody at the gas station, like, get out of here. And then as soon as they did, they sprayed gas all over the pumps and torched that. They were lighting cars on fire. They're going into Costco, and they're just setting everything inside the stores on fire. They're like, okay, you're going to take out our leader. We're going to burn this country down.
Were they shooting people or just burning stuff?
I had heard that there was some gunfire. Now, deaths and all that, I don't know. But it looked like they also got into the airport right there in Puerto Vallarta. And from what I saw, it looked like they were firing off shots. Now, I don't know if they were trying to scare or to kill.
Oh, my.
But if you were at the airport, maybe you saw what was going on. Be like, okay, let's get a flight out of here. And then you head to the airport and you're inside waiting. And now all of a sudden the cartel busts in and they start shooting up the airport.
Taking a train.
Yeah.
Oh, my gosh. That's horrifying.
It is. It's not good. I mean, it really isn't. It's going to be interesting to see where this goes. Now, it was all about Nemesio Ruben Asaguera Cervantes, known as El Mencho. I like that better than his 5 names that he has.
El Mencho, way easier to say.
He was the leader of the Jalisco New Generation Cartel, NGC. And apparently they're trying to take him captive, and he wound up dead in the excursion that happened. I don't know if he was on this bus, but I saw a firebombed out bus that looked like his Mexican authorities went in to try to take him. And apparently he's been leading this cartel for over a decade. The U.S. wanted to indict him on drug trafficking as well. And so I think Mexico's trying to pick it up because the U.S. has been putting pressure on them about the fentanyl. And so this was kind of their statement. And now the cartel, I don't know what it's going to mean, but they said that they've officially declared war on the Mexican government and the U.S. government.
Oh, boy.
So, yeah, I don't know what's going on, but to any of those people that have a vacation plan in Mexico, you might just have to wait and see what happens.
Let's reroute.
Yeah.
Maybe go to Canada instead.
Right. Well,
don't go south, go north.
Yeah, it was just crazy how they were just catching everything on fire. And you would think, I mean, there's you would hope like something like that couldn't happen in the U.S., but it just goes to show you the difference in the two countries. I can't imagine a cartel could run that crazy here in the U.S. and they wouldn't have a massive response. Now, that'll be the question. What will be the response? Will the U.S. join in on something like that? And I know that they already are talking about flying drones over the border. That's been a concern. So we'll see. If you have any plans to go to Mexico, you might have to rethink that for a little while. I don't know how violent that country's going to be.
Horrifying.
Yeah, and I just don't know if they have the ability to truly protect you if, something happened. I think if the cartel decides that they want to get squirrely, then they might have their way and for a while.
If you're just in the airport in Guadalajara or in Puerto Vallarta and you're just chilling, either starting or finishing your Mexican vacation, like I bet you there was a bunch of Americans in that airport when the cartel bust in and started shooting.
Sure. Yeah. Well,
that's horrifying.
I saw a lot of videos from Americans that were talking about how they vacation there all the time. They've never felt in danger ever, but you could see the smoke clouds were pretty much covering the city. And I saw a lot of people saying there's some massive fighting that is going on and there's a lot of stuff on fire. And even people that were at some of the resorts couldn't necessarily see what was going on. They just could see the smoke clouds coming up from over the city.
Oh, I'm getting under my bed in the resort and I'm not coming out.
Yeah, they're like, something's definitely going down. So something to keep an eye on there. And then the alerts yesterday that I saw, the person tried to get a shot at, I don't know what they were doing. I don't think anybody really knows the motive, but that 21-year-old kid from North Carolina that came down and he got into Mar-a-Lago. It was like at 1:30 in the morning on Sunday. And I guess one of the employees drove out of that front gate and then they drove in and then they decided to make a run to try to get at Mar-a-Lago. Now the president was in DC. So I don't know if he knew that. I don't know what he was trying to do. But the kid on his way from North Carolina, I guess, had bought a shotgun, and he had a shotgun, and he had a gas canister, and the authorities and Secret Service said, drop it, and he picked up that shotgun, and they said, oh, no, you don't. How put him down pretty quick.
How close did he get?
There's still a good ways. It made it sound like it wasn't really fast. I don't know if I had the clip here.
I mean, he's on the property, but the president's not there. Did he just not check the travel itinerary?
But still, though, you can raise hell there. I mean, even if the president's not there, if you got nefarious reasons to be there.
And who knows? I mean, it's possible, too, that this was a kid that, you see that where sometimes they just want to make a demonstration on the way out. It's almost like a suicidal type of venture.
He's got like a mental health crisis going on.
Yeah, that he knew he was coming to die. And
death by police officer sort of thing.
Yeah, it was definitely a crazy story.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, a very emotional clip that we saw over the weekend. It sounds like Eric Dane, knew that he was coming to an end and he wanted to make sure that nothing was left unsaid. So he got with Netflix and did this whole interview in secret, knowing that they would be releasing it after he passed away. And he dedicated it to his young daughters, Billy and Georgia. And wow, I mean, it's so emotional, so compelling, and just a beautiful thing to be able to leave this for his children.
The future remains unknown, so you have to live now. The present is all you have. Treasure it. Cherish every moment. Second, fall in love. Not necessarily with a person, although I do recommend that as well. But fall in love with something. Find your passion, your joy. Find the thing that makes you want to get up in the morning.
Yeah, some really solid advice. And it's an interesting thing that Netflix is doing now. I think they've done that with Jane Goodall. And so when you have people that they know they're pretty much right at the end, and they ask them if they want to come and record a message, and then they hold it until after they've passed, and then they release it. And Yeah, it sounded like, he got a lot of great perspective. Much like James Vanderbeek had talked about that. It really almost kind of took his cancer diagnosis to help him kind of open his eyes and truly see what's valuable. And that's something for anybody who's looking at how these two men passed and the dignity that they had. It is a valuable lesson that hopefully you don't have to wait until something like that happens to start to appreciate those kind of things.
I'm not sure if you got to see the Jane Goodall one. I think you would enjoy it, Virginia.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think you'd like it.
Yeah. And
it's very emotional.
What I thought was really good was the fact that Eric Dane's wife, Rebecca Gayhart, she stood by him in that time because their marriage was on the rocks. Eric Dane had a girlfriend at the time, and they were about ready to split up, and then he got his ALS diagnosis, and then they called off the divorce. I think probably a lot of that was done for their daughters to say, let's, give them family. Let's give them some consistency in this time.
Sure.
We don't need to go through this kind of health challenge and a divorce at the same time. And so everybody was kind of big enough to do all that. So that was good to see.
In other news, Snooki from Jersey Shore is going public with her stage 1 cervical cancer journey. She shared the news on Friday on her social media, saying that she will be getting a hysterectomy and dealing with the cancer either through radiation or chemo, and reminds everybody to get their checks and make sure you are on top of your health. That's great because she caught it stage 1.
Mm-hmm. That is good.
And finally, here we are hearing confirmation from Hillary Duff that her new song is indeed about her sister.
Oh, ooh, burn.
Yes. She said, absolutely the most lonely part of my existence is not having my sister in my life. So I'm going to sing about it.
And people are shocked about how many people who did not care. I mean, who gives a crap?
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
Think fast. If you don't come in first, you might as well be last. Think fast.
Okay, let's see who can think the fastest here on a Monday morning at the KVJ show. We got Virginia, Jaybird, and Denny's going to be putting them to the test here today. Okay, it's whoever can come up with a sensible answer the fastest.
You heard that?
Get the point.
Yeah.
Sensible.
Yeah, Denny, sensible.
Okay, first thing I got here for you is give me something that can fly that starts with the letter A.
Airplane.
What'd you say, Virginia?
Airplane.
What'd you say, Jaybird?
Aquaman, when he's jumping after big old tunas.
I think airplane might be the better answer on that. That's sure, and I've only seen Aquaman fly a lot.
He's the one superhero that doesn't fly.
Oh, swims like a MFer, though.
He does. He flies through the sea, Virginia.
Sea fly.
Okay, give me something that can break easily that starts with the letter G.
Jelly.
Glass. Okay.
What'd you say?
Jelly.
That starts with a J, pumpkin.
What did he say?
G.
Daddy's please.
And he defended it.
Oh,
he was mad.
He couldn't believe it.
How dare you?
There's some jelly spelled with a G that's from a different country. All right, Pennington, get it together.
He hasn't slept since Saturday.
Okay,
We
all right,
established
that's true.
that. Team insomnia.
Right, okay. Okay, give me something that's sticky that starts with the letter T.
Tater tot.
Tamarind.
What do we have?
I said tater tot. If you throw that off someone's neck, it sticks.
Tamarind is sticky.
What is tamarind?
It comes in it comes out of a tree. It's like a brown, sticky
Like sap?
Yeah, well, it's in like a bean-shaped tamarind. Tamarind.
You ever throw a tater tot off a wall? That baby sticks.
Yeah. Can't say I've done that. But yeah, it does say tamarind is sticky.
It is.
Fibrous pulp. I believe Virginia's going to get that point.
I just had never heard of it.
It's sour and delicious. You never had tamarind? Oh, it's really good.
I
You
just
should
thought
try
it was a road.
I've been on the road, yeah.
You ever have tater tots?
Jellies with the G.
Okay, give me a mythical creature that starts with the letter P.
Poseidon.
Pegasus.
No!
I said Poseidon, but she's right. Pegasus is a mythological creature.
There you go. I'm sharp today.
She is.
Wow.
Please don't end it yet. Even though I know we're mathematically eliminated, please don't end it.
Okay, well, Virginia's got 3. Denny's 1. Jaybird yet to get on the board. A lot of spirit points, though.
He keeps playing,
Yeah.
yet to score, but shoots and shoots and shoots.
I like Spirit Award.
That's it. Okay, give me a word with double letters that starts with B.
Baboon.
Boot.
Go baboon, yeah.
Baboon, baby.
Oh, man.
Or you can say boot.
Butts.
Okay. A thing you can't live without that starts with the letter O.
Ostrich.
Oxygen, yes. And Virginia has
He
wrapped
said
up.
ostrich.
Yeah.
I can't live without
I can't live if living is without ostrich.
If you own an ostrich farm, guess what? You ain't got ostriches. You bankrupt.
Can't live without them, man.
He is right.
Just cannot live without
Their
them.
welfare.
What do you know about that? Imagine this. You are a Caucasian company that goes through an IVF clinic in Central Florida, and when you get your baby, it's definitely a lot darker than you or your wife.
And you're like, wait, I thought we used our egg and our sperm.
Right. And the photo of the couple with their baby, it's adorable baby, but they're just saying something doesn't feel right here. Just our knowledge of genetics and what we thought we were getting here just doesn't seem to pan out.
How do you think the baby feels? He's like, oh my gosh,
Yeah.
what the hell?
Well, now the couple, Tiffany Score and Stephen Mills of Brevard County, are suing Dr. Milton McNichol and IVF Life Incorporated, which operates the fertility clinic of Orlando, over an admitted embryo mix-up. Their daughter, who was born in December, was conceived through IVF, but genetic testing confirmed she's not biologically related to them.
To either one of them.
Yep.
Wow, this is a big mix-up.
Yeah. Now, they contacted an attorney after everything kind of went south, citing embryo mishandling. The woman said she had an embryo implanted the same day as Score, and there's another woman that has now stepped up after she saw this article, and she said, wait a minute, I think I might have your baby, you might have mine, but they're not even sure because they think things were such a mess at that clinic that they don't know whose baby's what.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah. So that's what they're trying to figure out. They said that they are open to putting their baby up for a genetic test to try to find out. But they're just trying to see because apparently what's going on in that lab is just a bunch of chaos. They are accused of running a sloppy operation. They said they noticed ad hoc handwritten labels that did not look very official, that was holding eggs, some of the containers. They said they noticed other different genetic material that was all with handwritten labels that was sloppily applied. They say that it just looked like the whole lab itself was not very well organized.
Wow.
And that's what they want to have regulated. Now, you would think if there's ever any clinic that has to be highly organized, it's when you're dealing with genetic material and you're handing off babies to people based off of, you know, what they think is their own genetic imprint.
Well, they're implanting other people's babies in the wrong uteruses.
This isn't a restaurant where you mixed up the steak and the chicken. It's a little bit deeper than that.
My goodness. I think anybody who used them needs to come forward and say, okay, while these babies are infants, let's all do DNA testing and figure out who's got whose baby and give the baby to the parents while they're still infants.
Right.
I'd imagine.
You can't let this go on.
I'd imagine there's probably a big lawsuit, too.
That's what it is. Yeah. Now, both of these couples, they're trying to do it. Part of the lawsuit is getting this lab to work faster because they say they're already dragging their heels and moving slow. And they're saying, look, time is of the essence here because the baby recently turned 2 months old, and we would rather make any kind of changes before either we get attached or the baby gets too attached.
Absolutely. The baby's not going to know what the hell's going on if you switch him at like age 2.
Yeah.
The baby's going to be devastated.
Now, the Caucasian couple, they said, look, we love and are committed to raising the girl that we got, but we are just afraid that we'll get attached and then a biological parent will see this story and be like, no, that's our baby, prove that it is, and then they'll rip the baby away from us.
Then also, we're afraid that our baby is out there somewhere and we don't know how our baby is being raised. Mm-hmm. This was a great story I heard back in the day about they didn't realize it till the girls were teenagers.
Wow. That
they were switched at birth.
Okay.
And when they were teenagers, they finally realized it in this little small town. And it's the ripple effect of damage, if you wait till the kids get a little bit older, is horrifying. Do it now while they're infants. Some judge needs to step in and say, do this immediately.
Yeah, that's what they're hoping. And it sounds like the court is trying to get them to move a little bit faster. So, but just so you know, another couple has now stepped up and said, yeah, our kid doesn't quite look the same. And so one woman saying, my husband's Indian, and yeah, we think our kid should be a little bit darker. So people are now noticing, and they're looking, if you've gone to that clinic, you're looking at the tone of your baby going, okay.
I don't think this is our baby.
So no word on how many they did mix up, but there might be many.
Oh my gosh.
Yeah, so we'll find out. Well, this is kind of uncomfortable. Apparently, the head of the Baseball Players Union had to resign last week after an internal investigation found that he had an inappropriate relationship with his sister-in-law, who was also an employee.
Whoa.
His sister-in-law.
How does your brother feel about this?
Probably not great.
Well, at first, it wasn't clear whether the affair was with his wife's sister or his brother's wife. And social media was kind of breaking into debate saying, okay, well, what would be worse? Both are terrible, but would it be worse to be with your wife's sister or with your brother's wife?
Brother's wife.
Wife's sister.
See, you're more related. I mean, it's your brother's wife. That's way worse.
Brother's wife, because you're not only cheating, but you're going against the bloodline as well.
Yeah, that's your brother, bro.
Yeah, I think that's worse.
I think that's it. Yeah, I think that is the one that has to be. And look, it's terrible either way, but I think if you say, you had to do one or the other.
Either way, Thanksgiving's going to be awkward.
Because there's a sibling that's doing one wrong, no matter how you cut it.
Oh, yeah, exactly. And I think we're just talking about this guy particularly. So which is the worst? I'm kind of curious. We all kind of say that it would be worse if it was the sibling that he did wrong.
Dang, that'd be messed up. Your brother.
Yeah, how do you go on with that?
Imagine your brother starts hooking up with Honeyface.
Oh, I would burn it all down. I'd burn it all down.
Would you ever be able to forgive your sibling if they had done that? What do you think? Like, what would it take? And if you had any idea, how long would it take? Even if you could.
I think I could forgive. I would never forget, which would probably make forgiving very hard.
Yeah, that's the thing. Like, if you can't forget, you should break up. Because if it's going to still be in your head and you think about it every day, now you are creating a prison in your own mind of this pain. Mm-hmm. And it's your constant reminder every time you see them, oh, this person betrayed me. Oh, this person betrayed me.
Yeah.
You got to release them and move on.
Well, I mean, the relationship is over. That's for sure.
Right.
And then my concentration would be, do I even want to have a relationship with my brother? How long is this going to take? Because, yes, it's not going to be, oh, you slept with my girlfriend or my partner. Oh, we'll be good by Christmas. No.
Right.
He'll be dead by Christmas.
No, I'm part Sicilian. We don't forget anything.
Yeah.
I'm not kidding you. There are people in my family that can recall things from when they were 9.
Sure.
The date, the time, and the infraction.
They're still mad.
Oh, you can't even bring it up. You know not to bring it up.
Yeah, that's bad. But somebody had said the reason why he resigned was not because of the morality part, is because he was, in a sense, what he had done was he hired this woman who wasn't qualified for the job. And they're saying nobody steals from the union. So that's kind of what it was. He was having an affair. You ever see that where they prop up somebody that's not qualified for the job and they pay him an exorbitant salary?
Yes.
Oh, yeah. I see it all the time.
Well. So, yeah, how that didn't come up sooner, though. You would think that would have gotten flagged pretty quick.
Because people don't question things. They're afraid to question things. They don't want to lose their gig, rock the boat. Mm-hmm. A lot of people stay quiet about stuff.
You're right. And you know what? I heard a Nick Saban quote, and you've never heard me say nice things about Nick Saban, but he said, and this just resonates so real, when people are doing wrong things in your organization, you need to say something or you lose the respect of everybody.
Yeah, or blackmail them and get that sweet deal and say, I want this, I want that, and you better not give me extra work. And I'm leaving on Thursday. It won't be your Friday.
So double down with the crime.
Absolutely. You put me in this position, buddy, you're getting blackmailed. And I want summers off.
Well, we often talk about all the scams that are out there today, and it is really tricky to figure out what is going on because everything just seems so suspect. Just even yesterday, my son was doing something with, he had this, and there was some company that had some money that he had to get from. I'm like, I don't know, man. This just, anytime somebody says they got something for you, I don't believe it. I don't trust it.
I don't either.
Especially if they're walking towards you in a parking lot with a great deal. Run the other way. Virginia was right about parking lots.
9 out of 10 men in a parking lot.
I think it's 9 out of 10 humans in a parking lot you need to watch out for.
Yeah, we ain't doing anything in a parking lot.
We are not.
Even online, I'm getting to the point where I just don't want to do any business online with any kind of link or anything like that. It's weird.
Anybody who approaches me online, on my phone, in my email, if you approach me, the answer is no.
I'm at a point now I don't even trust Amazon Prime anymore. I bought a whole Lego set. I mean, and it wasn't cheap either.
Oh, we know. You spend a lot on toys.
It was for my girlfriend because she loves Legos.
We know.
They sent me a box of wires. It was the smallest box of wires. Now I have to be responsible going to exchange it. And
you got to schedule them to come back and pick up the box.
Oh, and I'm real good at that.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, guess what I got? A box full of wires.
He's just going to keep it.
Yeah.
Give it to her.
Keep sending that Pennington guy the wrong stuff. He will never do anything about it.
They love people like me.
He's like, the hassle.
Everyone explains the whole procedure. I'm like, I'm not doing that crap.
Now, here's a weird thing. There's this cybersecurity expert that is saying that these scammers will intentionally send you money on Venmo as part of the scam.
So what happens is that scammers literally send you money.
Send you money?
Yeah, send you money on Venmo, but they're from stolen cards. So they send you money and they say, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I sent it to the wrong person. Can you please send the money back? And you're like, okay, well,
that sounds reasonable.
Right. So then people send it back because they feel bad. And then what happens is because it's a stolen card, those charges get reversed. But you don't get reversed because you willingly sent them the money. So you're stuck paying these scammers the $200 because the stolen credit card gets reversed.
Huh.
It's so true.
Yeah.
I had never thought about it. And I've done this. I accidentally Venmo'd this girl like $250. It was a lot of money. And I did it fast. I wasn't paying attention. I was probably drinking. And I hit the button and it was the wrong Kelly.
Yeah.
It was the name was very close, but it was the wrong Kelly. Mm-hmm. And immediately I realized what I did. I reached out to the wrong Kelly and I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so sorry. I sent you money, but it should have been the other Kelly. And this nice girl who I have no idea where she lives or who she is, she sent it back to me. Thank God. I was so lucky she sent it back to me. Now, if this happened, she wouldn't send it back to me because she would think I was a scammer.
Right. Yeah, you kind of, in a sense, did something honestly that now is a tactic for scammers.
Don't fall for it. If somebody messages you on any of these money apps and says, oh my gosh, I accidentally sent you the money, and then you see the money is there, do not send it back.
Just keep the money, you say.
Well, it's going to get reversed. The charges are going to get reversed.
Yeah.
So just leave it in your Venmo account and let it sit there. Don't even deposit it into your personal banking account because that's how Venmo works. You have to transfer it to your account.
Yep.
Let it sit there.
Right.
Because it's going to get deleted. It's different from Zelle. Zelle goes right into your account. So those charges are going to have to eventually work themselves out and be reversed.
Just another thing you got to know. Stay up on the game. It's crazy.
You can't trust anybody.
No, you can't.
You really can't.
No, you cannot. Yeah. In fact, my credit card's not working today because some kind of a scam. Something or other is going on.
There's an Uber/Lyft scam, and I've briefly talked about it, and I was in a bind where I had to get a ride from, I was stuck, I had to get a Lyft, no one can get me. And what it was the first ride says they'll be in there 7 minutes, and all of a sudden they get to 3 minutes, and they stay at 3 minutes. They're not moving. We're talking about 12 minutes they're not moving, so I cancel the ride. If you cancel, you owe $3. It happened to me 3 different times. $9 that, I know it's only $9. That adds up after a while.
Does.
By the 4th ride, someone finally got me, but they're all doing the same thing. They'll drive and then they stay still and they will not move, and then you go to cancel, and then you owe them a late fee.
I never cancel it. I switch rideshare apps and use a different app.
Well, I only have one
let that
app.
ride stay active on the other one until they cancel it.
I only had one app, and of course you did it right, and that does not help me out right now.
Okay.
I hate when people tell me what I should have done after the fact.
Right.
Yeah, I get it. I know.
I will walk before I will cancel the ride because on principle, I know it's only a $3 or a $5 charge for canceling the ride. You're not getting a nickel out of me.
Yeah, I would have walked.
I will walk before I will cancel the ride.
It was 23 miles, so that might have been a long walk.
I start walking.
Well, you've got all the answers, don't you, Siddiqui?
I will hitchhike.
Good gosh.
Can you then retroactively give that driver a 1-star for doing what they did?
You can,
to start killing the ratings so they don't get any calls at all.
I don't know if you're allowed to rate a driver that didn't pick you up.
Yeah, I'm not sure.
Then they've got a flaw in their system.
They have major flaws in their system. Believe me, I don't want that world anymore.
Yeah.
But sometimes you're stuck in that world.
You're right.
Yeah, crazy.
Virginia was nowhere around to give me a ride. It was horrible, Kevin.
I was drunk too. I'm not riding you nowhere.
I wasn't even drunk. That was the crappy part.
Sure you were.
I can't drink right now.
Oh, it's terrible.
It's terrible.
How do you live?
Well, day by day, Virginia, moment by moment.
I will pray for you. Thoughts and prayers.
Now, one person's trying to say that Venmo thing is fake because when you send it back, you send as a refund, not as a new payment. So if those charges get reversed, so does the refund, and you don't lose anything.
Now, the person who sent that message, are they a scammer?
Yep. They're like, oh, we'll talk them right out of that. Somebody said, yeah, there are a lot of scams that have to do with PayPal. They send a fake PayPal email about a charge with the scammer's phone number, and the victim calls, and the scammer gets access to their computer and then downloads malware. And this makes the victim think that there is money in their account that doesn't belong to them. They then wire the money to them, and then it's gone forever, just as good as cash, unfortunately.
You just can't trust anybody. You have to assume that everybody is trying to scam you.
See, I disagree. I think we can trust Kevin. You can trust me. You can trust Denny's.
Yeah, I guess just in this room. But outside of this room and outside of your immediate family, you can't even trust it when somebody calls you because they're duping your family members' voices.
Oh, see, again, we disagree. I don't trust everybody in my family.
My dad got a call from my half-brother. And he thought it was my half-brother, Patrick, because the voice was the same. And he was saying he had just been in an accident. And for about 15 minutes, my dad thought that my brother had been in an accident because it was my brother's voice on the phone.
That's crazy.
Saying, Dad, quickly, I need you to wire me this money.
Yeah.
I've been in an accident. I need it.
This was about probably 3 or 4 years ago when I thought my brother was in dire straits, talking about how he was having medical issues.
He texted you.
But it sounded like my brother to a certain point, and then all of a sudden the verbiage changed, and I'm going, wait a minute, my brother's not in another country needing a kidney operation. This is starting to sound a little suspect.
But it was by text, right?
It was by text, but
now they're doing it vocally where they can dummy your brother's voice. So you think you're talking to Ted.
Oh, if Ralston called me from his number, he's like, Bird, they got me. There's knives and grenades.
I need you to go buy an Apple gift card to save me.
Yes.
You would go buy an Apple gift card to save Kevin.
And run in the house and save me. I'd run in and Kevin would just be doing prep. Bird, why in my house right now?
Wow.
Be a scam.
Somebody said another common scam on Marketplace is somebody selling something at a really good price and they ask for a delivery fee of like $200. And when you check their Facebook page, it was just made this year. Talking 2026.
Look, when it comes to any kind of scamming, especially on Facebook, check when they started their page. If all of a sudden it's just got 9 hot girls as the friends they're following, and they've, got their account 2 months ago, that's a scam.
Yes.
Yeah, weird stuff. So there's a lot of it out there. Scammers are very busy because, look, all they got to do is nab a few. I mean, if they're making 200 here, 1,000 there, couple thousand.
The scammers are working hard.
Yeah.
What you have to assume is that everybody's a scam and then work back from that.
It does suck because it makes you look at everybody a little suspect. Someone knocks on your door, you go,
what do you want?
They're here scamming me. You go get your card checked. They're scamming me.
Yep.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, it would appear that she's coming back. Hannah Montana. I am so excited about this. Miley Cyrus was just spotted in Malibu filming along the Southern California coast, rocking that iconic platinum blonde wig, the Hannah Montana alter ego from the Disney Channel, and behind the wheel of that classic black Ford Mustang convertible that was so famously practically a co-star in the early seasons of the show Hannah Montana. I'm so excited. Magnolia, my daughter, who's turning 21, she and I would watch this show a lot.
Yeah, right.
I think it's a strong move.
I do too. Now that you're a little bit older and you're not trying to fight the Hannah Montana image so much, lean back in, make the money.
Unless they go the other way, Hannah Montana, the dark side.
Oh, Hannah Montana is just a slut.
Well, those are your words.
She's dark, twisted.
Those are your words, but
drug addicted.
You could go another way with this.
I doubt it.
Would the fans absolutely just hate that?
Would Disney do that?
No, I don't think they would.
I bet you they still own everything. So, yeah, I don't see Disney making her a whore. But hey.
Yeah.
There's been crazier stories, Kev.
True, there have.
Stay tuned. We'll keep you posted. This is kind of tough. So Conan O'Brien is really talking for the first time about the death of his close friends, Rob and Michelle Reiner. So they were killed after they left Conan O'Brien's house and that holiday party that he had back in December. The bodies were discovered the next day, and you can imagine how heavy that is for Conan, knowing he was one of the last people to say goodbye to Rob and Michelle.
It's not Conan's fault.
No,
you know what I mean? But I think there's some guilt there.
It's not Conan's fault at all. It's just weird that, all this went down at the party at his house. And the son, Nick, that killed his parents, was all upset because of things that were playing out at the party. And he was acting out of pocket at the party. And they asked him to leave the party because he was so rude and crude.
Apparently, there was a massive, uncomfortable fight in front of everybody to a point where they go, you guys got to take this out of here. This is getting weird.
Wow.
They wanted Nick gone from the party, and he was making everybody at the party feel weird. And then you can imagine what it was like back at the house. It was all because of whatever happened at the party. Yeesh.
But it's also, I think, a build-up, not just the party.
Well, it had been building for years. And I think this is just one of those things that when you have a kid that's drug addicted and spiraling, you never know how it's going to end.
That's the other thing, too, people got to talk about, the drug intake.
Yes.
That's going to mess somebody up and change their chemistry.
Totally.
Here's a little bit about what Conan had to say about the death of Rob Reiner and his wife.
I was seeing them a lot. My wife and I were seeing them a lot. To have that experience of saying goodnight to somebody and having them leave and then find out the next day that they're gone, I think I was in shock for quite a while afterwards. That was just, it was, I mean, there's no other word for it. It's just very, it's so awful. It's just so awful.
Yeah. It's about all you can say, really.
Yeah.
Just awful.
You should note this. I guess Nick Reiner is going to be in court today. He's having his day. He will be arraigned in court today. So
I think the only question about this is he going to have any kind of leniency for it being a kind of mental condition? Other than that, I don't think there's much doubt as to who murdered his parents.
You can't let this kid out
No,
ever again.
I don't think they are. I don't think they are.
You got to keep him locked
definitely
up
not if he murders
somewhere.
parents. Yeah.
He's got to be somewhere forever because you lose your right to ever be eligible for parole.
And I don't think they're going to get him on the whole. I was out of my mind kind of thing. I think they're going to say he can stand trial.
Interesting. Well, it starts today, so I'm sure a lot of us will be locked in to see how this plays out. And finally here, it looks like Kelly Clarkson is talking specifics about why she's ending the Kelly Clarkson show. She said she made the decision quite a while ago, but just announced it.
We know why.
We know why, but it's nice to hear it from her.
You're tired, girl.
Yeah. Here's what she had to say.
I think it's just, you got kids. We've all got kids, right? And it's one of those things when you kind of start seeing life as how precious it is, too. And it's like, you know what? I'm really busy. We were talking at dinner last night. I was like, I know everybody thinks like, oh, she's like, quit. I'm like, I still have other jobs. Like, so I still am doing stuff. So it's like, there's just too much on the plate. So I was like, you know what? It's time to kind of pull back.
That'd be a great run. Like,
I feel like somebody at the network was giving her a hard time. She's tired, didn't want to deal with it, and said, you know what? I don't need this crap. I'm out.
And she has more than enough money to be able to say, I'm out, I'm good, and my kids are good. And my ex-husband who terrorized me is now dead. That's karma.
Imagine if everybody had that kind of money and still went to work. You'd have such a different attitude towards work if you knew you had millions and millions and millions of dollars.
Yeah. You don't need this job.
No.
You certainly don't need any hassle at this job. Mm-hmm. And now everything that you had to give him in the divorce belongs to your children. So it kind of belongs to you. You know, all that house in Montana, all that money, all that goes back to her kids.
Right.
So, look, karma certainly gave Kelly Clarkson a kiss. And that's what's going on in your dirt.
If somebody's done you wrong, it's time for you to sing along and call them out, call them out, call them out. You gotta call them out, call them out, call them out. It's time to call them out.
Well, Jaybird, guess you got to call out a woman that snatched an item right out of your hands at the store?
Okay, no, not at the store, at a garage sale. And there is garage sale etiquette that people got to realize. If someone's going through a bin, you don't go over there and start going through the bin that they're going through. And you definitely don't take someone out of someone's hand. I had The Legend of Zelda, the video game, in my hand at a garage sale. Grabbed it, and this older woman snatches it out of my hand, and I look at her and go, "Excuse me." I go, "I was going to buy that because, well, I was looking at it earlier and I had dibs on it." Well, I go, "Well, did you say you had dibs on it?" He goes, "No, it was in my head." I go, "That's not how it works."
Right.
So we kind of get into this weird altercation. People are looking at us, and I finally just said, "Take the game. Take the game. I'm not trying to get into a fight with this older woman at a garage sale." And then I slinked away and said, "What am I doing out?"
My mom had it right. Agoraphobia for me.
She snatched it out of my hand, and I'm like, "What are you doing?"
What a psycho.
That's crazy.
People do that kind of stuff at garage sales. I've seen many fights at a garage sale, my Aunt Ann included.
I would have watched where she went back to her car and wrote down her license plate and been like, "You just made the list."
I know that list. Now I have this long list of people that's wrong to me, and I don't want to live like that. I don't want to live with revenge in my heart.
Revenge is awesome.
It's not. I did 2 shovels. Take one for the person you're trying to, seek revenge on, and then take a shovel for yourself because no one wins in revenge. You bury both of yourselves.
I disagree.
Well, you don't look that happy.
I am loving life.
It's working for her.
I'm joyous.
I'm kidding. You look real happy. Revenge works for a witch. I'm going the other way. I don't want to fight with some woman in a garage sale about the Legend of Zelda.
No, and you can't because there's no way for you to look good in that moment. And that's why we watch her walk to her car, we write down her license plate, and we put it in our phone for a later date.
I'm not going to lie, though. It did bother me to a point where I had to drive to 7-Eleven and get a Slurpee.
I'll show her. I'll get cavities and diabetes.
I had to calm my nerves down. How dare you take something out of my hand?
It is a ballsy move.
Well, it started escalating, and people are looking and they go, "Bird, what are you doing? What are you doing? Just buy Zelda off eBay."
Christina's on here from Wellington. You say somebody stole your ham at the grocery store?
Oh, damn.
Yes. Yes.
Not the ham.
What happened?
So I called ahead. I didn't want to wait because you know how that line gets.
Yes.
So we're on our way to the store, going to get taco stuff, and I pick up my turkey, and I go, "Oh, excuse me." I said, "Did they not have the ham? Because sometimes they don't." She goes, "Oh, no, I cut that." And I was like, "Oh, so someone stole it." She goes, "Yeah, I usually catch them, but I'm sorry I wasn't around." I said, "Okay." She goes, "You want me to cut you some more?" I said, that would be an easy thing, but it's the principle now. So I'm walking through the store, and my son goes, "The taco stuff is this way." And I'm like, "No, I'm going to go find my ham."
My ham is in this store. I know it's here, and I'm going to find the hooker that took my ham.
That's
so
amazing.
I go, and I'm sizing people up, and I'm like, "I hope it's not that one because we're going to have an issue."
Right, yeah, she take me out, yeah. Uh-huh.
So it was about 10 minutes. So I hightail it to the frozen section because I'm pretty sure in 10 minutes they got, that far. So I find it. I see my name. And my ears are red, and I'm like, "Okay, be calm. Don't make this a big deal." I was like, "Excuse me, ma'am. Can I have my ham back?" And she looked at me all crazy. She goes, "What?" I was like, "Yeah, the ham that says," and I say my whole name, and I said, "That ham." And so I reached down and grabbed it. And she's like, "Oh, didn't know what I was talking about. Grab it." She's on the phone. She goes, "Apparently I stole someone's ham."
Yeah, apparently.
Oh, she knew.
And you thought you could get away with it. It's got somebody else's name on it. The balls.
What did she look like? Because I'm wondering if it's the same lady that stole my Legend of Zelda game.
Yeah, we need to follow her into the parking lot, write her license plate down, and save it for a later date.
I'm not kidding. What did she look like?
She was an older woman, and that's all I will say.
Yeah, mine was too.
Just because you're geriatric doesn't mean you can do this.
They're getting all slick.
Then I felt guilty for eating my ham. When I got home, I was like, "Yeah, I could have had it cut." And then I was like, "This is like guilt ham." It was delicious, though.
That's good. No, and you deserve to have that ham.
You did
it right.
You called ahead. You did the work, and she just tried to snipe your ham.
You did it right. You fought for your ham.
Yeah.
Yes, and my poor son was like, "Mom, the tacos are this way. Please let's not do this.
He didn't want the confrontation.
You know what? If you can't handle the heat, go sit in the car. Mama's got work.
That's just it. Confrontations can be uncomfortable.
She knew her ham was in the frozen food section because she figured how long it would have taken her ham to get across the store.
Yeah.
She did the math. She made every move right. You're a legend.
Mm-hmm. She did it right.
Yeah.
Thank you.
Christine.
Well, yeah, I went there the other day, and he goes, "That was you?" Because I ordered some, and it wasn't ready yet, and it was past the time. And I was like, "Did someone take my stuff again?" He goes, "That was you?" Good for you. So I'm a legend in that Publix. I am very, very...
You are a legend. You went and got your ham. Good for you.
You are a legend.
Awesome.
Just like Zelda, the Legend of Zelda.
Aww.
That's it. Very nice. Nice job, Christine.
So cute.
Ham guilt.
You should have zero guilt eating that ham, but I get it. She tainted it.
Well, this is a crazy. Last week on the Whacked Out News, we had a story about a drunk dental hygienist at a kid's dentist place.
Horrifying.
She was hammered and she was working the drill when they stopped her. And Heather said, yeah, talk about a drunk dentist. My sister recently showed up to get her teeth cleaned, had never been her patient before, sat down in the chair and had some light chit chat with the hygienist. She was having trouble understanding what this chick was saying to her. And then she quickly ascertained the woman was higher than a kite. Kept missing her mouth with the dental instruments and was moving in slow motion. My sister was freaked out and felt kind of weirdly trapped. She eventually just said, look, I got to go. Needless to say, her teeth never did get clean. And when the dentist asked her how her cleaning went, she advised that her hygienist was highly impaired.
Oh, my gosh.
Well, you always think there's no way somebody could be drunk or high at a medical facility. We're learning that's not the case.
You are right, sir.
Well, some people think they can hide it, and some people can hide it.
Some people can hide it, and then they put on that surgical mask, and maybe you wouldn't notice if the surgical mask and the little safety goggles are on. But it is your right to stop any procedure at any point and say, you know what? I think you're drunk or high or both.
If you're going to the dentist and they start drilling your nose, I would start asking questions and maybe leave.
You don't have to be nice and polite in that moment, because they could seriously hurt you.
Well, that's the problem, I think, what happens with a lot of people. They're afraid to be rude.
Yeah.
And some people are not. Some people will go, are you drunk? But a lot of people will allow bad behavior to happen because they don't know how to react to that.
Well, you're a nice person. Your parents raised you to be a nice person. And so you think, I don't want to make trouble. What if I'm wrong? What if they're not drunk? But you know what? It's better to say something and figure it out on the back end. You can stop any medical procedure and get to the bottom of what's going on.
Well, that's why people prey on people in the parking lot. Oh, can I use your phone, or can I do this or whatever? Because there's a good amount of people that will go, yeah, sure, because they have a good heart.
Nope. You better get back 10 feet from me. I'll stab you.
We do have some more call 'em outs to get to here, and some people have a couple complaints about some stuff that are happening in schools. One email that we got here says, I am calling out our son's national lacrosse team, which charges $3,000 for 3 tournaments and had a dad coaching. Dad's coaching at a national level is never a good idea. We haven't won a championship yet, and the coach's son never leaves the field. The old daddy ball.
Might be time to play some baseball. Leave that sport. Although baseball's expensive too.
I got daddy ball there as well.
You're right.
Yeah, you jump right from one sport into daddy ball in another.
That was always a thing, Virginia, where the dad would coach and his kid wasn't that good, but all of a sudden the kid was pitching and playing first base, and everyone's like, oh, kid sucks.
Yeah, that's going to be a problem. Well, all the other daddies are going to watch you, and they're going to be like, all right. And now you got beef with 8 daddies.
The kid keeps getting hit with the ball. You're like,
Another call out says, I'm calling out the high school sports programs who charge money for us to see our own kids play games when they've already paid thousands of dollars to the school for our kids to play the game. My daughter's lacrosse at a public high school costs $1,000 a year. And then when I go see a game, which is about 16 games a year for my husband and I, it's anywhere from $7 to $9 a game, which adds up to a couple $100 extra. I realize the school needs money, and I realize it's every school nowadays, but it's still frustrating.
Well, if your parents and part of the program, that should be the perk of you guys get to get in.
Mm-hmm.
If your kid's playing, your parent should get in for free. That's just my opinion.
And what's the $1,000 going to? Is that just dues?
Maybe equipment and things like that.
Travel.
But it is tough because, you do see a disparity that does happen because not every kid has got those kind of funds to be able to do that. And that's a real tough thing. I know that thankfully we've had some sports stars and whatnot step up for some underprivileged programs where the kids there just can't afford that kind of equipment to play the sport, but they have every single right to play it. And you shouldn't have only rich kids get to play sports and other kids don't.
My first 2 years in organized baseball, I wore blue jeans, not baseball pants, and nobody made fun of me for that.
Yeah.
It was awful. We couldn't afford baseball pants.
Yeah.
And I thought this was interesting. A high school valedictorian was escorted out of a Broward school board meeting by security after questioning why students from wealthier families are holding their graduation at the Hard Rock and middle-class backgrounds or less have theirs in the school gym. Now, this meeting was on January 21st, but it's starting to get some traction on social media. Here's what the valedictorian had to say before they cut him off.
What you guys are doing with the graduation is completely unfair, and you guys are doing it in a horrendous way. And I don't want to be rude or anything, but at the end of the day, how is it fair? How can you justify that their students graduating from Hard Rock, which is one of the best places in all of South Florida, and now have to graduate from Pompano Beach Gymnasium? How is that justifiable? And also, I'd have a question for the board members. 2 weeks ago, approximately, I spoke to one of the board members, Sarah Leonardi, and I heard this rumor before it was officially published, and she assured me that no, this will be public, and we, the parents, will have our opinions, and you guys will hear this and it'll be voted on. A few days later, it was publicly announced. The parents were notified. So was that a blatant lie? I would like an answer, please.
And then they cut off his microphone.
Boo! Let the kid talk!
Yeah, and then they did not give him an answer, and they just kind of moved on.
See, that's what sucks is they don't give an answer, they move on and act like it never happened.
How are they allowed to do that?
I guess they gave him his free time, and they just didn't like what he's saying, so they just said, forget about it.
Hey, that kid's got some moxie. I respect it.
Yeah, me too. Get him.
Good for him. And we were talking about inebriated dental techs, and one text that we got here says, as a nurse who has worked in multiple hospitals in Palm Beach County since 2009, I can attest that a huge percentage of doctors, particularly residents in hospitals, are all on cocaine. They microdose it so that they can stay alert and see hundreds of patients a day. You would be absolutely shocked and horrified, as I have been, and it is one of the reasons that I left nursing in Palm Beach County.
The other thing I've noticed, too, on a lot of these DUI body cams, there's a lot of nurses that get pulled over, and within 2 or 3 minutes, they're all hammering, I'm a nurse. I am a nurse. And you're like, I don't know if I'd be saying that if I was you.
Yeah, I cannot verify anything in that text, but interesting if that is the case. I guess you never know.
You never know.
You never know.
And I'm sure not all are
She's
doing
not saying
cocaine.
all. She's just saying you'd be
A lot.
surprised how many.
I mean, even a lot. I would be shocked.
Even one is shocking.
Even one is shocking.
One is shocking.
Absolutely.
Now, you know it's more than one.
Yeah. Well, we'll see. Who knows?
I knew a doctor that saw 3,500 patients a day. He was on cocaine. No, I'm kidding. I'm just joking.
And got a column out here. Somebody said, I've been to 2 gas stations in Palm Beach that charge a whole $1 extra, cash or card.
Wow.
Now, is that price gouging?
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it's a good question on what that is. And I know Denny's has got a little bit of a car issue that had happened. Now, you thought maybe it sounded like, did they throw something at your car, or what had happened in traffic?
Yeah, I'm not sure. We were on Southern Boulevard at a light, and all of a sudden there was a loud noise on the side of the car, kind of almost like somebody shooting a shotgun pellets into the side of the car, like this loud metal clank. Mm-hmm. And we look, and the car next to us, which had super dark tint, the back window was down and it slowly went up. And then when the light turned green, they like cut in front of us and then tried to avoid us the whole rest of the drive. I'm wondering, did they throw a handful of change at the car as they were going by? Or
What is that?
I don't know. It sucked because Lochlan had just fallen asleep, and that woke him up, and then he did not go back to bed the rest of the day. So,
oh wow,
it was just it was rough. We had just left that Lion Country Safari. We were on Southern heading back, but I just don't know what that was. Was it a prank by teens? The tent was so dark we couldn't see in the car, and then they just peeled off, took off. Stayed in front of us so we couldn't get next to him.
Could have been about anything. I mean, and you can't challenge anybody in traffic in South Florida. You don't know what's going on.
You just can't. It's not safe. If you're okay and your car is okay, you kind of just have to just say, all right, just go about your business, you crazy loon.
What do you got in your car, Denny's? A V8? V6? What do you got?
Yeah, this would be a 6-cylinder.
Yeah, all right.
Like you know what that means.
Yeah, it got good horsepower, good HP.
I just want to see if it felt like it was a kid from the hand. It looked like a young kid's hand. I think the kid threw a bunch of stuff out of the car, put the window up, and the parents saw it and got embarrassed and peeled because we just left Lion Country Safari.
Wow. Okay.
That's weird.
It was super weird. Again, that's the only reason I bring it up. It was just so odd.
Yeah.
But if that happens to any of us in traffic, just remember, breathe. They don't know you. You don't know them. It's time to de-escalate.
What happens if they throw a coin and it hits you in your retina? Are you de-escalating that?
Why is my window down?
Yeah.
I always have my window down. I love that natural air.
I never have my window down.
I love to blast my air up full gorilla and then roll my window down. I don't care if you like it.
All right, coin eye. You're going to be catching that coin in your eye.
I'm the easiest man to blind.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha-ha, fighting in the nude. Drunk people pooping in the street. Ha-ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, they had the Florida Man Games over the weekend. It's getting bigger every single year. In year 3, they decided to move from the East Coast in St. Augustine over to Bradenton in the Freedom Factory Racetrack. It is actually owned by YouTube creator and stock car racer Cletus McFarland, so he's all into it. 12 teams from all across Florida competed on Saturday in front of about 5,000 spectators. They had a couple returning favorites like the evading police obstacle course and hurricane supply grocery aisle brawl.
the games they come up with seem so fun to do.
Hurricane aisle grocery store brawl.
Yep. They also had the naked rampage where clothed competitors with pool noodles between their legs knocked over plastic flamingos. Bull whips and bad decisions where teammates tried to unholster beer cans from opponents' belts with a whip. Blindfolded taser tag with cattle prods, and the deer dong beer bong in which yellow liquid-filled balloons were poured through a decoy deer head into a teammate's waiting cup. The last challenge required competitors to complete an obstacle course, steal a catalytic converter from under a vehicle, and outrun a Manatee County Sheriff's Office SWAT member. They had Josh Wicks Robinson out there. OMG, it's Wicks was part of it.
Okay, I love him.
He's great, yep. And the Super Troopers actors Steve Lemmy and Kevin Heffernan. So, big event apparently, and it keeps growing every single year. And Florida man stayed busy this weekend as well. One was arrested after falling into a stranger's pool in Port Charlotte. The man, of course, who was drunk, first knocked on the home's front door and asked the owner if he could stay with them for a few days. The man was told no, and then he walked into the home's backyard where he fell into the pool. Then after climbing out, he knocked on the home's back door and asked them for French fries and a towel.
So specific.
When the police arrived, the man was sitting in a chair and told them he had held his breath underwater for 3 minutes. He was very proud of himself. Regardless, he's now facing several charges, including trespassing and disorderly intoxication.
And we don't believe you on the 3-minute breath holding thing.
No.
Either.
What is he, Tom Cruise? A Florida man was arrested after pulling a gun on people at a gym in Altamont Springs last week. The suspect got into an argument with other men in the gym after calling them weak for not lifting enough weight. The groups then separated, but the man approached them a few minutes later with the gun.
Oh, boy.
Witnesses said the gun jammed, so the man ran out of the gym. Police then found him a short time later, and the man claimed the gun wasn't a gun at all. He said, no, that wasn't a gun. That was a king-size Snickers bar.
I mean, talk about motivation, though. I know I'm going to probably lift a lot more if somebody got a gun on me.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
That is. I've never seen that as a trainer tactic, but it could work. It could be very effective. When they called him out on the king-size Snickers bar, he's like, okay, it was a gun, but it was a fake gun. I just pulled it out as a joke. But regardless, he's now facing charges, including attempted homicide.
It was a king-size Snickers gun.
Nobody buying it. I don't know if you guys saw the interview with 13-year-old Sullivan Clark. He was the one last week we were talking about call him outs. He was the teenager from Delray Beach that was walking the boardwalk in Daytona Beach when that dude came up and slashed his throat.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, it's terrible.
Had to get 13 stitches in his neck. It was a box cutter that guy got him with.
Oh, my gosh. Can you imagine?
But the crazy thing was he did an interview on Fox News with Laura Ingraham, and his mom was in the shot, and then the 13-year-old Sullivan Clark was sitting there, and the first thing he did was he called the whole thing kind of dumb. And then you can see his mom, and he's sitting a little bit kind of in the depth, a little bit behind her. And as he's talking, he's like, I don't know, man, it's just kind of dumb. You know, his mom's kind of like biting her lip and rolling her eyes like, my son is blowing this interview. Kind of like how I know my mom would when I'm totally disappointing her. She had that. She's rolling her eyes up, and you can tell she's just not real happy with Sullivan.
It's a look.
You got to sell this, Sullivan.
And then the funny thing, his mom's going on telling the story about how Sullivan's had nightmares, and then Sullivan looks at her like, huh? Liar. So it's like he's looking at her, so she judges his comment. She then makes a comment about nightmares. He's like, what nightmares? What are you talking about?
He's shaking it off, and she wants to make it a big deal.
Oh, right. my favorite is when a kid turns on the adult during the interview. That you know they've rehearsed.
And his mom's probably trying to set him up for a lawsuit.
Who knows what's going on, but apparently they were not on the same page at this interview. As his mom was talking about the trauma his little brother then experienced from witnessing the event, Sullivan was closing his fingers on his chin, making kind of that model face, you know, where you go like that. He's not he's doing
he's posing?
Yeah, he's like posing to the camera and all this kind of stuff. And here's somebody who's actually recording it on TV, and they're very amused watching Sullivan Clark from Delray Beach.
Awareness, as they call it. I mean, I think, yeah, but I don't think it should have to be like that, you know? Like, it's kind of dumb.
And there's his mom making her face. She's like,
what?
My son's blowing it.
Oh, this idiot.
Lori, Mom, I bet you are protective mom.
We don't know. Yes, of course. I mean, he was only 11 feet away from me when this happened, maybe 12 feet. It's absolutely horrifying. And he's had nightmares. We don't know. Hopefully we are fine.
And he's laughing because the kid's going, what? Nightmares? What are you talking about?
I'm good, bro.
I've had nightmares? Like, and and his mom can't see him because he's behind her being like, huh? Nightmares?
And there's nothing more to come. And his little brother, who's 11, who saw everything as well, seeing his brother's neck split open, you know, there might be some trauma, and we're very upset.
It's pretty hysterical.
Is he trolling his mom?
I think so.
He was right there on the interview on national TV. It's pretty amazing.
That's it. You're grounded.
62-year-old Gregory Lynn Hall filed a $300,000 lawsuit against Waffle House after a security guard allegedly attacked him with bear spray, a stun gun, and zip ties at a Nashville location.
Oh, they are not playing in the Waffle House.
Hall claims he intervened when a cook was yelling profanities at a female server who turned out to be the cook's wife. After ordering hash browns and taking a photo inside the restaurant, a security guard in riot gear confronted Hall and told him to leave. When Hall refused until his food was ready, the guard allegedly sprayed him with the bear spray, followed him outside, tased him, and then restrained him with zip ties before paramedics took him to the hospital.
Oh, my gosh.
Waffle House is arguing that Hall was rude and abusive and refused multiple orders to leave. The security company claims their guard acted outside policy, though. The case is going to be going to trial on April 13th.
Really?
here.
Bear spray, tasing, zip ties. That's outside of policy?
Yeah.
It seems extreme.
Well, there's a 58-year-old Wisconsin elementary school teacher that has been arrested after being accused of using cocaine at school. She admitted to using cocaine since August and that she's done lines in the classroom and teachers' lounge bathrooms, but she insisted that she would never put her students in danger.
Well, she's got the entire curriculum done already. She's got 3 months until summer and everything's done.
It's already done. February. We're wrapping up.
Wow. Well, a teacher who identifies as a trans wolf has been fired from an elementary school for military families in North Carolina after a complaint letter was supported by parents.
You say trans wolf?
Trans wolf. Yes.
WOLF?
Yes, trans wolf. Trans wolf.
I don't understand.
Well, listen to the story. For about a year, they say the substitute teacher would wear feminine clothes, a dog collar with fetish tags, and a tail in the classroom. He would also tell students that he turns into a wolf at night and that he's actually a woman. The teacher had several wolf names that he required students to call him in class.
She-wolf?
She-wolf.
It sounds like a Shakira song.
Some of those names included Roxanne Wildheart.
That sounds like somebody from a Jaybird horror movie film.
Roxanne Wildheart.
Captain Roxy and Savage Beast Queen are the three names the students had to call the she-wolf.
Strong names.
At the end of last month, the principal told several concerned parents there was nothing that she could do because the school didn't have a dress code and the teacher identified as transgender. However, a complaint letter was filed on behalf of several parents and submitted to the school district. And finally, they said, yeah, maybe we can get rid of the trans wolf.
But what about the wolf part? That's the part that...
I know, yeah.
The wolf is where I go, all right, what's happening here?
Yeah.
What was the first name? Braveheart Fire or what?
Roxanne.
Yeah, Roxanne Wildheart.
Wildheart.
I don't see anything distracting about this, Kevin.
Yeah, and they were required to do that.
We're going to teach you about math and my wolf tail.
Yes.
It's going to be hard to focus on math. I'm going to be honest.
Wow.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
So, is this a problem or not? You get that random sharp pain in your body, but then it goes away and you're like, oh my gosh, am I dying? What was that all about? Now, they say that sudden stabbing pains are typically nerves or muscles that misfire momentarily. As long as it just is a sharp pain and it kind of goes away and you don't have it in that spot repeatedly, then you're actually kind of good. But I was looking through this list of things that you get, body sensations that you kind of panic about a little bit. You ever have that where you stand up a little bit too fast and you get that head rush? Yes. You're just kind of like, oh my gosh, what is going on? You think you're going to pass out or something?
It gives you vertigo in a way.
Yes. I guess it's a temporary blood pressure dip when you change positions.
Oh.
They say if it does happen often, though, with a lot of these things, see a doctor. But if it happens just occasionally, you're okay. A couple other things, the pins and needles, that kind of electric tingling from sitting or sleeping wrong. They say don't freak out about that either. It's just nerve compression and reduced circulation. So moving around is going to fix it. You ever have a heart palpitation?
Every day.
They say a sudden flutter can feel alarming, but is often linked to stress, dehydration, or caffeine, if you got that. So ask yourself, all right, am I any of those three things? And they said if you only have it occasionally, you're okay. But if it's a daily episode, you should get that checked out.
I've been listening to a podcast, and it's really got me focused. I mean, I kind of knew this, but it's reinvigorated my thought that we need to be better at breathing. And breathing exercises and working those into your daily habit are so important to your overall health. I need to do more of this.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, no, they say that really is a big thing to do. The breathing is everything.
Really don't be a mouth breather. Be a nose breather.
Okay, that's it.
It's a big part of it.
Yeah, that's it. Because when you breathe in through the nose, you've got those hairs there to filter out the toxic stuff.
Right.
That's what ends up happening when people stay married too long. They forget they're a very loud mouth breather. So they'll be on the couch and, I don't know, eating their stromboli and then, and then your partner's just looking at you like you're a monster. Be careful of the mouth breathing. It could ruin a relationship.
Yeah.
You ever have that where you start to fall asleep and you kind of feel like you're falling or something? You just like make that really weird jerk.
That's gasp for air.
Yeah.
So that's the biggest issue I have with my sleeping is I'll go under and it feels like someone's yanking me out.
Mm-hmm.
That's. I'm glad you brought that up.
That's the demon ghoul that lives in your house.
Yeah, it could be.
Look, it's possible. I work with a demon. I might have one there.
Yeah. And the weird thing is, for mine, whenever I do that, it's typically somebody's throwing a basketball right at my face. Oh. That's when I kind of jerk because I try to react and catch it. It's like I'll be drifting off into sleep, and then as I start to dream, the dream is they throw a basketball at me really fast right in my face. I'm like, huh! And so I react and like,
don't mess up my hair.
Right.
Mine is where someone's in a corner and they're looking at me and they just sprint at me as if they're going to jump onto my body.
Yeah.
And then I start to thrash and
That's that
wake
demon
up.
you're talking about, Virginia.
There's that demon.
Yeah.
There is some things going on in my head that I need to really probably work out.
We agree.
And they say don't be alarmed if you jolt sometimes when you fall asleep. It's known as sleep myoclonus. So it's just a brief muscle contraction during the transition to sleep.
You can also fart scare yourself when you sleep, and you can fart and then you be like, what was that? Oh, it was me.
I know some people are really bad fart sleepers or sleep farters.
If I eat a bunch of crawfish, look out.
Mm-hmm. And they say brief flashes or blurry vision can happen as well. And sometimes, I do that, or I get those little flecks in my eye, and you're like, what is going on?
I'll see bugs that aren't there.
Right.
I'll be like, oh, a bug. No, wait, that's not a bug. I'm just old.
They say this can actually happen when the gel inside the eye shifts and tugs on the retina. They say it's usually harmless if occasional. And so a lot of these things are just occasional, but if you're getting them too often, then you definitely need to go and make sure it's nothing serious.
Yeah, you got to go see a head doctor.
I met a KVJ Nationer this weekend out at Turtle Fest.
Okay.
And we used to party with this guy back in the day. And he's like, yeah, I'm just now getting back out again. I haven't been out in years because I got cancer in my eye. And it started with him just not being able to see right and seeing weird things out of the corner of his eye.
Okay.
He lifted his eye patch and showed it to me, and it's just an empty, gaping socket with no eye in it.
And that does suck. I feel very bad. I always did think, though, if I had to have an eye patch, I could rock it. I could make it work.
Yeah. I mean,
one eye patch.
This guy was killing it with the eye patch. It was like a professional looking, like a wooden eye patch with a cool strap.
Oh, I'd get it blinged out with a slice of pizza on the eye patch.
Definitely. Make it your own.
Gotta have fun with it at least.
Yeah, make it a conversation piece. What you got on your mind today, Bird?
Well, I told you guys a long time ago about these two dudes who were friends, but they got into a huge fight, and it was over a game night from Risk and Monopoly, and words were said, and they never, ever got over it to a point where they stopped talking. It's got to be going on 6 years now because of game night. And over the weekend, there was a chance for them to be in the same room and kind of hash it out. And one was ready to do it, and the other one still wants nothing to do with that guy. And it's over game night. Because I did the investigation going, you sure there's nothing else going on between you two?
What was said?
They're highly competitive. One person kept on doing a move in Risk that was annoying. And the other guy goes, stop doing that move, man. That's such an annoying move. And the other guy was saying, dude, my move move is legal. I'm taking over this entire continent, and that's how I play Risk. And other people were laughing and having fun, and the one guy that was losing wasn't having fun and thought the room was turning on him. So it got to be this really terrible fight. Wow. And the one guy will not forgive the other guy, and it all stems from a game night. It's the dumbest fight I've ever seen in my life, to where someone's continuously carrying a grudge over the game of Risk.
That is kind of silly.
What in the heck is going on? Have you ever known somebody to hold a grudge that is so stupid and shallow and benign?
Not over a board game. Are you sure there's not more there?
I have asked everybody, because I was so curious about it. And I go, how can you not become friends eventually? I get in the heat of the moment, things are said, but hopefully, cooler heads prevail. No, the one guy's like, I'm never talking to him again. He's a liar. He's a cheat. He insulted me.
Wow.
I know.
It's bizarre.
And I was gonna try to get involved so they could, break bread. And I'm like, I want nothing to do with this.
Yeah, it sounds like a dumb argument to be so mad about.
It's a dumb argument. One wants to forgive, the other one doesn't. And I'm over here going, y'all, life is too short.
Right. Yeah.
Over Risk.
What you got on your mind today, Virginia?
Well, I just wanted to call out the people that put together Turtle Fest over the weekend at the Loggerhead Marine Life Center. It was such a wonderful day. Both days. Saturday was hot, but yesterday was fantastic with the wind and the cloud cover. It was beautiful. They had the best bands. It was such a vibe. They ended the day with Spread the Dub, and it was just such a great line, the best musical lineup they've ever had. So much fun. And there was just coincidentally so many injured turtles right now that they are nursing back to health. Every single tank was full. So the people got to see the work that they do. And now they have helped this leatherback turtle get off of the endangered list.
Oh, that's amazing.
Because of the work that they and so many other people have done to save turtles, this specific turtle that was dangerously close to becoming extinct is now off the list of scary and endangered.
So does that mean that turtle was having some fun, if you know what I mean?
Oh, that turtle is partying and flourishing.
Yeah.
And normally the egg laying season starts in March with those turtle eggs on the beach. It already has started. Turtles didn't get the message, and one just laid eggs like last week. So be super careful. If you're at the beach, you want to make sure that you and your kids and nobody in your party disturbs one of these turtle nests because we got to protect the little turtles.
If you see a turtle on the side of the road, you want to help it, you're afraid it's going to get hit. I know there's a technique on how to do it. Does anyone here know that technique?
I saw a guy do it really good one time. Covered it with his T-shirt, like ripped his T-shirt off his own body, and he had a good body. Okay. And so he put the T-shirt over the turtle and then grabbed it like that and moved it so that it couldn't bite him. I mean, it was hot. It was heroic. 10 out of 10 to that guy.
Do you keep your shirt on if you have a faux pas, like some of us?
I did when I did that. I did not strip my shirt off, but I got the sides of the shell and picked it up and brought it off to the side, walked away into the grass by the water.
It's so much more impressive if you rip off your shirt. And
if I would have had the odds, I would have done it.
You grabbed it by the booty area, sort of?
No, I grabbed it on each side.
Yeah, he grabbed it in the anal cavity.
Yeah.
No. Well, I mean, I'm not saying the anal cavity. I'm saying near the buttocks of a turtle.
Side. Yeah, because I figure around the patootie and around the front, probably don't want to be around there, so I went around the side.
I mean, everybody knows you don't grab a turtle in the booty area.
No, that's not what I meant. Of course, you're going to make it weird. I'm not saying...
What kind of freak are you?
Fondle the turtle. It's not what I'm saying.
Hashtag me too.
Do you want to, grab it from its hind parts? But never mind. Well, I'll stop asking turtle questions.
Yeah, I did see, too, that they need places like them more because of the rising temperatures in the ocean. It's throwing off the sea turtles a bit.
It is.
In different ways.
It is everything's throwing them off.
Yeah.
Boaters going too fast.
Mm-hmm.
You're not supposed to really speed unless you're a mile out.
Okay.
Because you can hit a turtle.
Yeah.
If a turtle bites you, do you have to go to the hospital, or can you kind of...
I'm going to go.
You kind of medic that thing yourself.
I'm going to go and just get them to look at it.
You did Turtle Fest a couple years in a row. I think you're a turtle expert now.
Mm-hmm. All kinds of drama going on here. We've been hearing about it in some of the celebrity mom groups that apparently some of these friend groups get a little bit nasty. One mom actually heard us talking about the one that was going on with Hillary Duff and a couple of the other old Disney girls that were in it, like Ashley Tisdale and all that nastiness that had gone on. She said, I've kind of been having something going on in my own little friend group here. I feel like I'm kind of the butt of the joke for too much of it. There are 8 of us, and we all do girls' trips, birthdays, wine nights, and I thought everybody was solid, but they accidentally sent a group thread with me on it, but I wasn't supposed to be. And the things they were saying were kind of brutal. They're actually mocking my recent weight gain and my new short haircut, saying, who would put on weight and get a short haircut?
Dang.
They even said, one of them, that I looked like maybe I was going through something. She tried to disguise it like it was supposed to be something sweet, but I could tell it was just her way to come in and say something nasty. And then the thing I hate is I saw them all afterwards, and they're all smiling to my face, hyping me up, telling me how good I look. Meanwhile, knowing that everything they're saying is a complete lie.
Yeah.
Oh, I am so not the one to bite my tongue on that. I'd be like, I saw the thread. All of you are dead to me.
My husband was kind of trying to make me feel better. He said, don't blow your life up over it. He said, they're probably just venting and they're just jealous, and just let it roll off your back. Keep the friendships. But I really feel humiliated. I feel played. I feel stupid. Do I confront 7 women and risk being iced out, or do I swallow and pretend I never saw it?
Oh, I text back on that thread and go, oh, you guys don't like my short hair and you think I've become a bit plump, have you? I'll see you at the next mother's meeting. All caps.
Mother's meeting.
Isn't it like a mother's crew? Mother's group.
I don't know if they have a formal mother's meeting. They're just a friend group.
Okay, well, the friend group. Well, we're going to have some words.
Look, it's okay for you to be mad. It's okay for you to say something to them. And it's also okay for you to back away from this group. There's something biologically in women that we don't talk about enough, and we don't acknowledge, and we don't own, and we don't try to suppress. There is an innate weird thing in us that makes us be jealous and combative and confrontation and critical and comparative and unkind. It's a pecking order hen thing that men don't do as much as women. It's just a fact. We do it to each other. It's crazy. It's wild, but it's something genetic in us that we have to make more of a conscious effort to stop doing. You don't make yourself any better by tearing another chick down.
I will say, and this is just my own personal experience, because I'm sure dudes do it all the time, but all the guys I hang out with, I swear to you, we never sit around and go, that guy needs Botox, that guy's fat. I do notice women do that a lot to other women, go, oh, that hooker needs Botox. And it's very bizarre because
there's a genetic predisposition for women to feel competitive with other women. And most women do this. And if you find yourself doing it, make a conscious choice to stop doing it. We don't have to tear each other down and always be in competition and jealous and hateful and hurtful to make ourselves feel better. It's something inside us biologically that's making you do this, but you can make a conscious choice not to do it.
And don't get it twisted. I'm not saying dudes can't say, but Of course they can. But I do notice, unprovoked, by the way, just sitting around and going, she needs the lipo, or look how haggard she looks. And it is an odd thing. I don't hear and see nearly as much from dudes, but I'm only talking about the circles that I run in.
It's very real.
Am I off, though?
You are not off. It is a female competition thing that for some reason a lot of us have inside of us. And it's weird, and it makes women move with emotion and jealousy and comparison. Comparison is the thief of joy. If you keep comparing yourself to other women your whole life, let me tell you, it is not going to make you a happier woman. It's just not.
Would these ladies still be your friend if you were privy to the comments that they said about you? 8 women in your mom group, and they're making fun of how you put on weight and your dastardly new short haircut in a thread, and they seem to talk smack about you on a separate thread. Are you still going to be part of that mom group?
No, I would not.
No.
I would choose to be in a new group of friends, and I don't need those kind of people in my life. And it's okay for you to not make some big exclamation and, oh, I'm going to disown these girls and never be their friend again. No, you can quietly back away from a group of bitches and never give them a reason why.
And again, my comment is not about all women. Please stop yelling at me. It's just, I've noticed I have noticed it more, even at work, even
it's a
at
female,
even at other
competitive thing. Women are wired differently, and I don't know genetically what it is, but I've seen it so many times now in my life. I'm about to be 52 years old, and I can't even name on both hands the amount of times that a woman has come for me, and it's a female thing. The men don't come for me. The women have come for me.
Yeah.
And it's a female thing. And we as women have to acknowledge that there's something biologically that's making us do this and move like this and stop doing it.
And I'm sure there's groups out there where that does not happen. This is not a Sith statement
Absolutely.
where everyone's like that. I just have seen... I've just seen it in my own personal life.
You've seen it happen to me.
Well, yeah, and just in different aspects of my life, whether it's my personal life or whether it's work or just other situations, I've noticed a difference on that.
The men don't come like the women do. I'm just telling y'all. And we as women need to acknowledge it and stop doing it.
Yeah, I agree with you. I would walk away quietly, but I keep the receipts. And if it ever comes up, be like, what happened with you? And you're trying to pin it on you.
Screenshot everything,
Be like,
baby.
I'll just send you guys, be like, don't want to make a big deal of it, but this is why.
I'm done. Once you violate access to me on this level, you don't get access to me.
Oh, I definitely say something, but I just, that's just the way I was.
You can also blow it up and go peace.
Well, not even blow it up. I don't think you even have to be a jerk about it, but you can let somebody know you know something and not have to burn everything down, but you at least let them know, I know what you're saying, and if I'm gone, you know why.
Yeah, we're done here.
Well, if you got your own little drama going on, want to get a little perspective on it, send us that email, mail@kvjshow.com. Celebrities have been all over South Florida over the last week. Where have they been and what have they been doing? I will give you a rundown coming up next. And quickly, by the way, Virginia, you're actually 52 now. You'll be 53.
What?
Yeah.
You're wrong?
Sorry, I'm here to keep you honest.
I'm going to be 53?
Yeah.
I thought I was 51.
No.
Oh, my gosh, Kevin, I was not ready for this.
I knew you weren't, so I figured I'd let you, brace yourself during commercials. I didn't want to interrupt there, but
I'm going to be 53.
Dog, don't even feel bad. I forgot my birthday again this year. You're good.
I know. I'll give you a minute. You can work on yourself.
Can I get a drink?
Yes,
Yeah,
you can.
Get some Kahlua.
I knew that was going to rock your world. Sorry.
I thought I was 51.
No, you're not.
No, you old?
Yeah.
Damn it.
Yeah, oops. Got all kinds of celebrities that are now hanging in South Florida because our weather is amazing. Over the weekend, we had a couple that were at the South Beach Wine and Food Fest. Sofia Vergara was there in her jeans and T-shirt.
Looking all cute with her son, who is in the culinary world. So she was there supporting him.
That's cool.
Manolo, I think is his name.
Is that what it is? Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, I saw them getting some photos together. That was nice. You also had some musical artists out there like Ja Rule, who performed live on the main stage right there on the beach. That's right, living it up.
Do I do?
Mm-hmm.
I love that song.
Living it up.
It's such a good song.
DJ Khaled was out there as well. Okay, there you go.
It sounds fun.
Yeah, it was a good time.
And that 3 to 5 on Ocean Drive, I guess that's when it really all was popping off.
Okay.
At the very end, when you could get in for that lower price.
Okay.
Yeah.
Guy Fieri was also out there with Ja Rule a bit. They had some delicious looking smoked meat.
A guy was singing as he was cooking. It's pretty cool.
That's cool.
It's a lie. None of that happened.
Oh.
This I thought was kind of cool. Ricky Martin dropped into Sip 305, which is a coffee shop located near FIU in Miami. This is last Tuesday. Now, he'd never been there before, but as soon as he walked in, he noticed his name on this sign that says, "People who sip for free." And he's like, hey, wait a minute, that's my name right there. So
That's amazing.
I guess I don't pay here. Yeah, here's what happened when he went in.
Qué casualidad. Beso y abrazo. Look at this. Look.
A star-studded surprise at a Miami coffee shop. Ricky Martin stopped by Sip 305. He caught the employees completely off guard. We spoke with them at Sip 305 about the surprise visit.
She was like in total shock and just like disbelief of the fact that Ricky Martin was standing in our lobby.
Okay, that's kind of cool. You just never know who's going to pop in. Tom Brady was signing autographs at Collectors Club X in Wynwood over the weekend. A lot of people were pretty excited about that. Local dude. He doesn't seem to make it out on the town too often, though, so kind of good to see him out.
Wonder what that costs to get something autographed.
Yeah, it's a good question. I think he mainly was doing it. I think I saw a blurb where he's doing it really for kids.
Oh.
That's good.
Yeah, I think that was kind of it. Maybe they don't pay and maybe he just didn't want to deal with the money for it. So he's like, I'll sign for kids.
That's what some athletes do. They'll sign, for kids for free. But as soon as they see, a guy like me with 3 balls and a picture, like, no reseller. We're not.
We know you're going on eBay, you clown.
And some athletes get really mad about that stuff.
And 2-time Academy Award winner Dustin Hoffman dined at Benny's on the Beach in Lake Worth Beach on Wednesday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah, it'd be kind of random just to see him showing up. But, exactly what happened. So he was there. So, yeah, it's that time of year where you see lots of celebrities just kind of out doing random things. Can you figure out the year that this movie was number 1 at the box office? We got Jeff on here from Stewart. What up, Jeff?
Hey, KVJ, what's up?
Not much, dude. All right, man. You're going to play along here. Bird normally gets the wins on this. Let's see if you can give him a challenge. The first that I'm going to throw at you guys, and Jaybird, I'll have you write down the date here. I'm going for The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. That movie was number 1 at the box office in what year? Now, that was the 3rd movie from the installment, from the trilogy that they came out with, the original trilogy. Now, I know they've done other Hobbit movies, but of the Lord of the Rings, that was number 3. So, what year do you think that was, Jeff?
2008.
2008. Bird, what year do you think that was?
2003.
It was 2003.
Whoa, Bird!
Bird all over that one. Okay, 2003. I don't know if you've ever jumped right out of the gate with one, Bird.
I have back last year when I was really in a good zone. Then I really kind of crapped the bed after a while.
Okay, all right. Okay, I just saw the trailer for the 5th version of this movie. But when did they do the first version of this movie, Toy Story? What year was that? Here we are. We're going to be seeing in 2026 the 5th installment. So how long have they been doing the Toy Story movies? Virginia, what year was the first one?
Oh, only talking about 2004.
What do you think, Jay Bird?
Only talking about 07.
What do you think over here, Jeff?
Let's see. 97.
Jeff's the closest. It's 95.
Wow.
Yeah. Dang, Toy Story's old?
Yeah.
95? I was a senior.
Yeah.
In high school.
95. Yeah, that's how long they've been making Toy Story movies. Been around a while.
Do they suck or are they any good?
I think they're great.
Yeah, they're doing pretty well. Okay, how about the movie E.T. the Extraterrestrial? What year did that movie come out? Okay, Jeff, what is your guess?
And that's the original.
Yeah.
Right.
Steven Spielberg.
One, I think.
Mhm.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. Okay. I'm going to say that's like trying to pinpoint it.
88? 83. You're going 83. 83. He's going 83. Jay Bird?
So close. It's 82.
Virginia?
Yeah. Damn. I was going to say that.
I wrote 84.
Jay Bird is right. 82. 82.
Elliot.
Yes. Very nice. Very nice.
Damn, Bird, you hot today.
That's right.
Yep. All right. Well, Jeff, I tell you what, we're at least going to get you a $50 gift card to Guanabanas in Jupiter. You ever heard of that place?
Yeah, I heard the commercial. I haven't been there yet.
Okay, man, you are going to absolutely love it. They've got amazing happy hours. You're right there on the water, and it is just absolutely beautiful. You can get happy hour, $8 cocktails, $5 house spirits, and 25% off appetizers weekdays from 3 to 6. Enjoy Guanabanas, okay, bud?
Hey, thanks a lot.
Okay, man.
You guys have a great day.
Appreciate you. All right, you too. All right, there you go.
Was that the follow-up prize?
Yeah.
I blocked it? Oh, I don't want to block him.
No, you didn't block. You just didn't get one right.
Okay.
You blocked
him.
I did. I felt
Yeah, no, he would have gotten it if he would have gotten one right, unfortunately.
And if he would have got one, what would he have won?
We had the baseball tickets.
Oh, man. I totally should have blown it.
Beers in the shade.
It didn't have anything to do with your performance. It was all his.
Okay, never mind. I did a great job. Good job, Bird.
I'm trying to make you feel better. You're good. You had nothing to do with his loss at all. Well, we got some good stuff going on in South Florida tonight. I've heard word that the U.S. team, at least the ones are going to be piped through Miami. It sounds like a lot of them are coming through. You're going to be able to see Team USA celebrating at 11 Miami tonight. So I'd heard because of the weather, they were going to be flying from Milan, Italy into New York, but they've got that blizzard that's going on, so they've rerouted them to Miami. And they're like,
perfect.
What the heck? I mean, if we're in Miami and the weather's going to be great, let's go to 11, and they're going to welcome them in there. So if you want to go see Team USA hockey.
My husband is going to want to go to 11. I'm telling you.
Yeah.
He is ginned up right now for the gold.
Would he want a jersey of sorts? I could see him getting down on one.
Yes. He would definitely want anything with this USA hockey team.
Okay. All right. Well, then maybe you have to get something, get them all ready to go, and send them out to the strip club tonight, Virginia.
I fully endorse him going to 11.
Okay.
I bet you do.
I would love for him to go and party with the USA Olympic gold hockey team. That's a core memory if you're able to go and be a part of that.
Wouldn't suck.
I say you call in sick to work tomorrow.
Okay. There you go. You got some good ideas here. Well, tonight you can watch American Idol as we're going to have our 26-year-old Lake Worth Beach resident, Bryant Thomas. He had some gigs over the weekend. He's at the Street Painting Festival. He's also at the Jupiter Seafood Fest doing some singing, but you'll be able to see how he does and see if we'll be able to move on. All that stuff as they do that. So kind of cool to see him on there.
Exciting stuff.
Yeah, absolutely. So lots of good stuff going on. There is more KVJ on the way. We're going to put on the After the Show. You can check it out live in about 10 minutes on YouTube. You can also get it on demand a little bit later on YouTube, and Spotify is going to have it. And then we'll also be live on Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Before we get there, Bird, if you would, wrap us up with your thought for the day.
Talked a lot about guilt today.
So much guilt.
Guilt is meant to teach you, not chain you. If you've learned the lesson, stop serving the sentence.
Damn.
Yes.
Deep.
Yeah.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.